This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace, an all-in-one platform that helps you manage a professional-looking website. And what's crazy is when I started this whole thing, the Locker Room Network, that was the website, it was actually Squarespace that I used. And so if me, former footy player, could start a website with Squarespace 10 years ago, imagine, you definitely can do it if I can do it, but also 10 years of improvement, which was what they've done, how much easier it would be today. So if you are a small business and you want to have a professional looking website, and also with the internet today, like the amount of people that if they might see your business on a website, or they'll see it on a sticker somewhere, the amount of people that Google your name of your business, if they land on a professional website, they're going to be like, oh, okay, this is a professional. At least that's the way I do it. Whenever I Google something and I go into the website and I'm like, oh, this looks legit, looks professional as anything, much more likely to engage with that business. You can take care of invoicing with your scheduling. It's unbelievable what Squarespace can do at the moment. They've also got AI services that help you lay it all out for you, different templates. It's the best in the biz. So, massive thank you to Squarespace. Head to squarespace.com/bloke for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code BLOKE to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And a massive thank you to Squarespace. Full circle moment. As I said, when I started all this, I used Squarespace and it really did help propel the podcast into what you see it today. So thank you, Squarespace. We appreciate it.
Just a bloke in a bar.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to an episode of Bloke in a Bar. I don't even know what to call this. It's Pack Her Up, boys. It's the Tuesday show, puts to a Wednesday.
Well, actually Thursday, because it's coming out tomorrow.
It's coming out tomorrow. You saw behind the curtains, guys. We did it on Wednesday. You saw the fucking behind the scenes. But I'm here with a brand new guest, Billy Darcy. Now, whenever I see your name, I want to say Billy Darcy. Like I want to say it like an Irish kind of. Even that was like, I don't know what like accent that was. But mate, first of all, How are you? And second of all, introduce yourself to the people.
Oh, Kempy, you son of a bitch, mate. Thanks for having me. I'm Billy Darcy, Sydney stand-up comedian and podcaster, and massive fan of Bloke in a Bar.
Well, thank you.
So the privilege is mine, mate.
Mate, tell a bit, like you're a league fan, but also a cricket fan. Just give the people a little bit of an intro as to who you are.
Yeah, right, like just sports-wise.
Yeah, like we don't need trauma from childhood or anything like that.
Who I am as a man, Billy, 30, single, 6'2". Allegedly single, working on that. 6'2", not talked about enough.
With shoes on or without?
Without.
Okay.
Thank you. I have a note from my doctor as well. Fallen arches could be 6'3". So, but I'm a South Sydney Rabbitohs fan like Maddie.
Good man.
My dad is like so hardcore. He marched in the 90s when they got kicked out. Absolutely loves it. Like he's a South Sydney Rabbitohs fan more than he is a rugby league fan.
Okay.
Like this year when the Bunnies were going really bad, I thought he actually took it pretty well. And then I was like, oh, footy was sick on the weekend. He goes, to be honest, Bill, I'm so shattered I can't even watch.
Oh my God. Wow.
So he's about it.
He's nearly a Maddie fan with New South Wales this coming year.
Yeah.
Maddie said something. What did you say to me about 2 weeks ago, mate?
I'm battered and broken.
He's battered and broken when it comes to Origin.
And like I've lived through 8 in a row, right? And I wasn't battered and broken then. There was always this weird optimism because Queensland truly were a better team then. It was like it was a generational team that we'll never probably see ever again.
It made sense.
This Blues team should not have lost, and it's happened too many times that I'm now like if someone brings up Origin, I get fatigued.
He's got Origin fatigue.
Oh, it's brutal. I was actually in Colombia for Game 3 this year, and it was on at 8 a.m. in Colombia. We had all these, people from around the world at the hostel. We're watching on the iPad. I'm introducing Irish blokes to rugby league. I'm like, this is the sickest rugby league will ever be. So like strap in.
Oh my
right?
God.
And I'm all fired up.
Well, it was the sickest actually.
Yeah. And then cut to 40 minutes later, we're down 20-0, sold out at home. I'm watching on a fucking iPad. And I was battered and broken as well, Maddie, if I could steal your words. I feel like when men start using the words broken or shattered, or they start referring to rugby league as our game, that's when you know, like, mental health chats are about to open up. And I was saying to these Irish blokes, I was like, this is not our game. But,
oh my God.
I don't want to get into Origin off the rip, but sold out, Game 3 decider, can't turn up in the first half. When would you turn up, lads? Is there a scenario you were looking for that might be a little... Were you not excited? Did someone skip a fucking coffee? What happened?
Needed some grumpy coffee. Brought to you by grumpycoffee.com.au. Go there, grab your coffee. Maybe the boys needed a bit of this. Look. It's never too early to talk Origin. It's a year-round thing. It's the go-to, but we won't bog down too much in that. But you've actually got a special coming out. So you're not just like a comedian. You're a comedian's comedian.
No, I'm not one of these blokes in their bedroom with a towel over their head pretending to be a PE teacher. I'm out there in the real world, Kempy.
Yeah, in the real world. You're not just like doing pranks on people like, pull your pants down, you loser. It's all up.
Yeah, I wish I was doing that. Those guys make way more money. I'm bombing at the Penrith Leagues Club on a Thursday night like a gentleman. But yeah, it's my first ever half-hour stand-up special coming out.
Yep.
It's called Gamble Responsibly, which I don't want to freak you out with all the sponsors on this bad boy, but it's obviously a humorous title. I very much enjoy betting on sports.
Yeah.
And so there's a bit of humour there in the title.
But we also do believe in that. Gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly.
Of course, always.
Only bet what you can afford to lose, etc.
All the good stuff.
But I'm pretty excited. It was filmed at the Comedy Store in Sydney.
Yep.
And it should be sick. And big Rabbitohs fan. And I would say when you guys put out the thing, like who is there a comedian who might want to come on this show? And you said like Monday is like hardcore rugby league knowledge. I would say I have Thursday level rugby league knowledge and Monday level cricket and UFC knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, the Thursday rugby league knowledge, some would argue it was better knowledge. Because it wasn't based in there was no weight of fact holding it down.
Yeah.
Just pure dribble.
And there's more of my soul in it.
Yeah.
There's more of Billy Darcy dripping through it. Probably as a glue to hold it all together with the lack of evidence and all that. But yeah, big cricket fan, big UFC fan, big soccer fan as well, watching the Tillies last night.
Did you know I used to play a bit of soccer?
I did know you used to play a bit of soccer. I did know that. In fact, that's the only reason I came on this pod, to tell you to shut the fuck up about it.
I wasn't expecting that.
Your very existence just proves that literally anyone with gifts from above could be a winger. That's kind of what it seems
it's
like.
It's fucking true, though. It is actually true.
My mate also told me that wingers are just blokes who stand near footballers.
Yeah, well, you know what? It is. I will say, I think it's changed a little bit, but back in my day, I reckon it was kind of true. Like, we were fast, we could score. These days, you basically got a front row on the winger that has to also be a good, try scorer and all that kind of stuff.
It's not true anymore.
It's not true, but it used to be true. When I was coming through, if you were fast and could catch a ball, mate, get out in the sting.
Yeah.
And you got Lockie feeding you, fucking pies for free. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming.
Probably even I could get over, to be honest. Did you... Sorry, that might be a little aggressive.
No, it's all right. Hey, listen, the DMP, I got insulted every week with that kind of banter, so I love it. Being a comedian, I'd love to. What's the thought? Because people will ask, okay, what's it like before you run out to a game? And it's your eyes. Oh, some people are different, but a lot of the time it's your eyes rolled in the back of your head, like, let's go kill this bloke, blah blah blah. You've got to stay calm and collected, but there's that undercurrent of anger and aggression. As a comedian, you're about to walk out on stage, and like the thing with comedy is you are truly laying yourself on the line, because you're basically going out there and saying, hi guys, I am funny enough that you should hear my jokes. And basically, you're opening your soul to the audience, pretty much. You're opening your soul. Because to say you're funny, because that's inherently what you're saying as a comedian. You are saying, I am funny.
Yep.
It's like saying, I think it's even more than saying I'm good at sport. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. Mate, I'm glad I don't hang out with you before gigs, because you just gave me a panic attack, brother. Opening up my soul at the Canterbury Bankstown Leagues Club. That is a terrifying thing to think about. Yeah, it is a bit of a fine line, because, you want to be confident. And if there's like, some shows are 40 people, some are like 700, some are bigger. And so you want to be psyched up. You got to have enough emotional energy to control the room.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be too psyched up. I always say to myself, owed nothing before I go out there, because it's like if I ever do multiple stand-up gigs in a night, if you're at a festival, first gig, I'm kicking it. Sometimes by the time I roll into the fourth, if I've been going well, my attitude is so out of control that
the ego has expanded so far.
Yes, and I'm thinking I've got all the confidence from the first 3 gigs, whereas this crowd didn't see me at the other shows.
Yeah.
So then I walk out there,
Good point.
some bloke in the front row's moving his foot, and I'm like, hey, shut the fuck up. The Billy D experience is here,
Big D, baby.
Yeah, Big D, baby, and still, we're here to stay. So, to your point, Kempy, you do need to be a bit humble, because it is quite a delicate process. And
it can be hard when you're so funny to be humble. It can be hard.
Well, especially when you've ripped 3 in a row. But to your point, yeah, you want to try and be confident, but you also don't want to get too hyped up, so you're like talking too quickly or yelling or something like that. So yeah, I think you just kind of want to. It's kind of like with anything, cricket, whatever it might be. You just want to get the first one out of the way.
Yep.
Like
Take an early carry.
Take an early carry. Get yourself into the game. You don't want your first joke to have like a 2-minute setup.
Okay.
Because then you're just standing up there for 2 minutes going,
Yep.
oh, God, I hope this first punchline goes.
Quick foreplay. Not the whole thing, quick foreplay.
Quick foreplay.
Yep.
Quick foreplay. You want a quick first joke. And then once you get one laugh, it's like, sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Biggest bomb ever.
Biggest bomb ever.
Where you've just gone, mate, I fucking should quit nearly.
I should quit nearly.
Well, I mean, being a bit exaggerating a little bit.
I mean, I think people think comedians bomb less than they do.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I bomb like twice a week if I'm trying new jokes.
Okay.
I'll let it wash over me, like a spiritual healing bath.
Yeah.
But there are some gigs where you go, this is too many people to be eating shit in front of. Okay. And also, if you're trying new jokes, that's one thing, because it's almost like they hated the idea more than you.
Okay.
When you're doing your best stuff and you still can't get them.
Okay.
I remember one time Rudy Hill RSL, 700 people. I get out of my Mazda Metro. I'm walking to the front doors. I go, I feel good about this. This is going to be good. I'm only like 22, but I feel good about this.
Okay.
I've locked my keys in my car.
Oh, my God.
So that's rattled me off the rip.
Yeah, okay. Full preparation.
Yeah. We go into the show. Tahir's emceeing. He's way funnier than me. He does like 25 minutes. And I went out there and bombed so hard for 7 minutes. But it was like 700 people.
Oh, jeez.
And I remember thinking it sounds like maybe 12 people are laughing.
Yeah, okay.
And it was such a bad bomb. But also Tahir had done so well. So they were a great crowd.
Yes, you couldn't blame the crowd. Okay.
And then the worst part, couldn't even fucking leave.
Oh, no.
Had to wait 2 hours for
So they were walking past you, trying to get into your car, going, oh, there's a guy that fucking wasn't that funny.
Dude, I'm sitting on the boot of the Mazda Metro, just absolutely distraught.
Yep.
And blokes from the crowd, like, I can hear them walking past being like, Tahir was so good. Geez, that kid sucked, though. Like,
oh, fuck.
And I'm just looking at the NRMA up, being like, please hurry up.
Yeah, wow.
Get me out of Rudy Hill right now.
And to get more serious with it, because I do think there's a lot of young men. I mean, speaking of young men, because most of the young men listen. Obviously, there's young women as well. A lot of young men don't deal with rejection really well because they haven't been. If they haven't played sport and lost a lot, and I know, bloody, it's getting too woke, mate. We bloody don't even count the score anymore, bloody dickheads. But in reality, though, I think it's really important to lose growing up. So you learn to deal with losing, rejection. And whereas like a lot of young men, when they do something goes hard, they just go, you know what, too hard, I'm going to do something else. Whereas as a comedian, like you're essentially facing rejection, as you said, like, I know you're being a bit exaggerating a little bit, but let's just say once or twice a month, a heavy amount of rejection. What mental things do you put in your mind to get through that and push through it?
That's a great question, Kempy. To be honest, mate, I don't really do anything mentally.
Yeah, okay.
I just sit on it and seethe until my next gig.
Okay.
But if I could say anything that would be constructive, I would say on to the next one.
Yeah, okay.
Because if I have a bad gig on the Friday and my next gig is until like Tuesday or Wednesday, I hate that.
Yeah, okay.
Because then you're only as good as your last type
of
stuff.
Of course, yeah.
So I would, but if I have a shocking gig Thursday and I see I got 2 gigs Friday, I think yes.
So the advice is just get back on the bike as quickly as possible.
Just keep going. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I like that. Who gives a fuck? Very succinct.
No one cares.
No one really does care. But you know what? That is something I've always said. Like, they care for 20 seconds, man. And it's in today's world with the internet and scrolling, bro, you're a fuckwit for 10 seconds. And then they don't even remember that you're a fuckwit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing is, I think maybe my generation, I'm 30, we still think of social media like when you were just following your high school friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, Harry's at the park. Mate, now, if someone doesn't like your video, there's 4 million other videos they're watching in that 20 minutes of their lunch break.
Yes.
By afternoon tea, they have no idea who you are.
Yep.
They can't even remember they viewed your video.
And they've rocked your whole world. You're sitting there going, fuck, I'll never do a comedy again.
Yeah.
And it's like they're not even thinking of it.
You don't remember me. You sent me 2 paragraphs in the DMs, you piece of shit. But I think there's so much content out there now
Yeah.
that it's actually almost everyone's online so much, it's almost quite freeing.
Yeah, I agree.
People come up to me on the street sometimes. I don't get recognized often, but if people recognize me from TikTok, I bet you get this sometimes where they go and they're like, comedian.
Literally
like,
never happened to me, but
it's never. Might have exposed myself as a few levels below Kempy here. But sometimes
No, I know what you mean.
People will be like, comedian? They
Yeah.
have no idea what my name is, who I am.
Yep.
Their brain is just like, I think I saw that guy for 1 second 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I think, just on to the next one.
Yeah.
Some guy was wearing a bloke jersey at Magic Round and didn't recognise
brushed me.
it. So
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was walking in.
That's the world. That is the world we're living in.
That is the world we're living in. So what happened was, and I've told the story before, so apologies to people that have heard it before, but the weird thing about, I'm sounding like a fucking wanker here, but the weird thing about being known or whatever is when dudes, especially men, when men are looking at you, growing up, it was, does that dude like want to fight? Like what's going, like this is a weird energy that's going on right now. But as people like recognize you or whatever, then you're also like, well, I don't want to be a Derek and go, hi, I'm fucking bloke in a bar. You want to shake my hand? Because you're like, that's also cringe as anything. But I got to the point where I was like, but then I'm making it weird for them by not doing anything, by making it like just standing. So I was like, I got to the point where I was like, you know what? If I see someone staring at me or in bloke kit, I'm going to take all the weirdness out of it. I'm just going to walk up, I'm going to shake their hand, say thanks so much, and I'm going to keep walking. Just to make it easy for everyone. Take the weirdness out of it.
Yep.
And then usually...
It's a risk, though.
It's a massive risk. 9 times out of 10, though, it's perfect. They're so happy. They're stoked. I'm stoked. We're all stoked. I get to say thank you to them because I am thankful. They also get to get whatever they get out of it. But this one dude was wearing a bloke jersey, and so I had taken on that new mantra over the last 12 months and had been working a treat. Like, man, the interaction's great. I get what I want out of it. They get what they want out of it. I've taken all the weirdness out of it. Went up to him and I went up to him to shake his hand, and he shook my hand, but it was a real loose shake. That was the first sign of a problem. Like, you know, bloke listeners, firm handshakes across the board.
Mate, if you're talking to a bloke who hand-stitched that jersey you're wearing,
yes, exactly.
You shake his hand with some feeling.
Exactly. Give me some fucking testosterone.
You're getting me through the winter, brother.
Absolutely. So it was a soft handshake, but that wasn't because he wasn't a man. It was because the connection wasn't there. The connection wasn't there, you know? It was
Why is this stranger shaking my hand?
Exactly. Was this like kind of wog-looking dude, but not really wog-looking dude, you know, with a big nose talking to me right now. Anyway, so I shook his hand. I said, oh, mate, I didn't even know what I said. I just said, hey, how you going, mate? He literally said to my face after that limp handshake, who are you? And then I was like, oh, and the worst thing about it, this is what made it worse. Look, if there's no audience, if a tree falls in a forest and no one's there to see it, fucking never happened.
Yeah.
That never happened in my mind, except there were 3 dudes behind me who did know who I was and heard the whole conversation.
Oh.
And they started laughing. So I got my own audience laughing at me, and I'm just trying to do the right thing to a dude wearing a bloke jersey. And what's crazy about those jerseys, like, it's not like 20,000 of them were released. Like, we're talking a couple thousand, not even that. Maybe a couple thousand. So, like, over a span of, 5 years? So it's like, to have one of those jerseys, when the audience over 5 years would be in the millions, you've got to, surely...
It's for the hardcore.
Surely it's got to be for the hardcores, but it wasn't. He literally was like, bro, who are you? I don't know you, and kept walking.
I think that's honestly the TikTok world, that this guy is so jumbled up from watching reels and porn all day that he literally is wearing a bloke jersey, shaking Denon Kemp's hand, thinking, who the fuck is this? I think we've all seen too many videdes. We don't know what's going on.
We're consuming too much content, so it happens. Now, mate, let's get into it though. Guys, I've already done the grumpy coffee. Make sure to grab your grumpy coffee. West Tiger situation. We were speaking before we come on air, like, it's a curse to their own fans, but if you're a glass half empty person and you just want to consume, if you just want to death spiral in the content of rugby league and you enjoy the theatre being on fire, West Tigers is almost, they are lighting the match every single off season.
If you have a rugby league podcast, you should almost send them 10 grand a year at this point.
Yeah.
Because this is more drama for essentially some reason.
Like, we don't know what it is. They came 12th. They're not even a powerhouse club. Like, it's not like there's this juggernaut club on its knees due to infighting. They've been on their knees for 20 years.
Yeah. And as a South Sydney fan, a non-Tigers fan would maybe be a better way to clarify my position. Kind of sick of hearing about maybe we're going to split, but we probably won't. It's kind of every year, and it's like you're obviously not going to split.
Yeah.
So I personally am losing interest in the saga.
Yeah.
And this whole thing of like, oh, we want to go back to the Magpies, oh, we want to do this. It's like, it just feels like the same thing over and over again. I'm reading the article. It says Barry O'Farrell ousted from Tigers board after like Magpies faction weren't happy. My first thought, what year is this?
Yeah.
Are we just coming off the Sydney Olympics? Like, you've been the Tigers for 25 years or
And
whatever.
like, what, you just woke up and said, oh, you know all those other times we agitated to break away and it didn't work? Let's try that again.
Yes.
Let's try that again.
Let's keep hammering away at this already brittle club.
That hasn't made finals for 14 years.
Yes. And that's the thing where it's like, okay, let's say you do go back to the Magpies. Cool, you guys are now the West Magpies again. The West Magpies have not made the finals in 14 years. So it's like, I don't care what fucking animal you put on the front, lads. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. You're still the same club that's not succeeding.
The team's not doing well. It's by the by. Like,
and also, why would that make them better? I think that's your point. Is like the idea of like, well, we're going to split and do our own thing, and that's going to make us better. It's like, surely you look in the mirror and go, hang on a sec, we've got all the resources to be good right now, and we still can't make it work.
Recently turned a profit, I read.
Which they apparently, the guy came out and said, look, yes, they did turn a profit, but we're looking to make a profit we're looking to set the club up for 15 years, not just 1 year. And I was like, okay. Anyway, we'll get into the details of it. But first I want to talk about Jerome Luai. So for a year, essentially, or less than a year, because it was the Galvin situation, pressure's been put on him, basically take the clauses out. And every time he has come out and said, very reasonably, why would I take the clauses out? They're essentially there to keep the club accountable. And constantly the question continues to be asked, he still should take the clauses out. If you're captain of the club, you got to take the clauses out. He has been proven I don't think even Jerome Luai could imagine a scenario that would prove him more right than what he got proven with this whole situation. The clauses were put in correctly by a shrewd operator, whether it's Luai or his manager, because he's absolutely right. After the year they just had, everything they withstood, losing their best junior, they still 12th or 13th, I think they came. Like, yes, it's not in the top 8, but it's definitely on the improvement. They're getting all these recruits. Things are looking great. Then the board comes out and does this. So I just want to, first of all, point that out in regards to Jerome Luai. He's been, what's the word? Vindicated with those clauses. He needs to be able to hold the club accountable because they can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. Like Shane Richardson, a report came out that he might not stay at the club now.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, because he's best mates with Barry O'Farrell.
Yeah, so it's like Jerome Luai was absolutely 100%, bazillion percent correct in putting those clauses in to protect himself from a club that can't help but inflict self-pain. They can't help it.
Yeah, and this is his first year. So first year, he goes to play with Lachie Galvin, who immediately bails. And then, so now he's like, now he's playing 5'8", some weeks, Adam Dewey's halfback, Latu Fainu. That's already weird.
Yep.
They run 12th. I guess it's good. It's not really, but maybe by their standards. It's already on the field. Not ideal. Jareen Buller's like, I might leave, I might not. I think he's going to stay now.
Well, if you're Buller, would just stay now?
Well, I think he is going to. But then, you're in pre-season for 2 weeks and they're like, we might split the club in half and make a new club. If I'm Jerome Luai, I'm putting more clauses in for half this shit. You know what I mean? This is stuff other
6 month clauses.
This is stuff other people don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Do you want to explain like the board situation a bit more? Because I don't want to like go off on this whole board.
Okay,
thing.
Just before, I just want to ask about the Buller thing. So you just said, do you think Buller will stay now? Well, Shane Richardson's been the one working hard to keep Buller. Shane Richardson is the one working behind the scenes to try and get rid of these clauses, whether that's fair or not fair, whatever. Shane Richardson's had the rug pulled under. This could ruin everything. This could get rid of Luai, and I definitely think this would get rid of Buller.
See, I think Buller now is going, I don't even know this guy's going to be a bloody CEO. Because now, so the Holman Barnes Group, I think they have majority share, but long story short, just because you own majority share doesn't necessarily mean you have the most power, but I think the way
they have 90% share.
Yeah, but even if you have 90% share, I think it allots you a certain amount of board seats. But a business can be set up where if you've got equal amount of board seats on each side, then even if they own 90% and you own 10%, if you've got 2 votes, they got 2 votes, then it's just going to be a stalemate all the time. But
You only hear about board members with like the lower clubs.
Yeah, you never hear
I
about
remember
it.
you were explaining what a board is, talking about the Gold Coast Titans the other week. You never hear this shit about the bigger clubs.
Clubs going well. Anyway, so it seems to me that the Holman Barnes Group has more votes to be able to do this. So basically what happened is they got rid of the 4 independent members. So these were people that were appointed that were not from Balmain side of things. So that's what the independent side of it all means. When you ever say, independent board members, what does that mean? It just means that like they don't work for Balmain. They're supposed to be looking at this from a perspective of what's best for the club.
Yeah.
Whereas Holman Barnes Group, there's an argument to be made that when they make decisions, they are biased by the fact that they are connected to Wests as a club.
Yes.
Now, granted, I don't know the history of Balmain and West and that because obviously I didn't, watch footy growing up. But that's my understanding of the situation. So Wests have all the money.
I think it's 90-10 West Balmain in ownership.
So basically, the Holman Barnes Group agreed 9 months ago to bring in these independent board members. They have now, 9 months later, and please confirm those dates, but I'm pretty sure it's 9 months, sacked all 4 of them. So really, and again, I don't know the finer details, so please don't go to the bank with this one. It really does look like they just have pure control now.
Yeah.
January this year.
Yeah. The problem I have is that they've come out and cited financial transparency. So basically what they're saying is decisions were being made that we weren't being told about. What I can't get, let's say I grant them that. Let's say, you know what, they were just working like cowboys and they were just making all these calls without telling you. Surely, for the good of the freaking club, you go, this can never happen again. Here's your warning.
Yeah.
If it happens again, you will be sacked. Because guess what? When you come out and make the announcement, you can say, here's the dates they got their warnings. They didn't tell us about this. Warning. Didn't tell us about this. Warning. Didn't tell us about this. Official warnings written to them in email. Here's all the dates. Then most people, I think, would go, well, of course you sack them then. Look at all the warnings where they're being told to make sure they know. Now, the funny thing is, though, the independent people have come out and said, no, they did. They were aware of it all. They were aware of this decision made. Now, also, the Holman Barnes Group has come out and said that, yes, they did turn a profit this year. However, we're looking for the stability over the next 15 years. Again, if you're looking for, and I don't know if he used the word stability, but he used some word that alluded to, growth in 15 years. Do you reckon sacking 4 independent board members after 9 months is good for the growth in the next 15 years when you've just spent the last 14 years not making the finals? No, I don't think so. That's what I can't get around. I could get around, if they aren't getting told financial stuff, where are the warnings? Where are the official warnings saying, tell us this, tell us that, tell us this? If they do exist and the independent board members continue to just go, nah, not telling you anything, then I understand where they're coming from. But I just don't think they do exist. I just don't. And also, bro, it's 9 months. Like, they made a profit. They're heading in the right direction. Then there were whispers about the colour of a jersey being an issue, which is like,
Apparently
surely
it was
not.
too gold.
Surely not. I
think that's a scapegoat issue.
I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that.
And also, Barry O'Farrell, like, this guy's a former premier. He's not some clown.
Yeah,
Like Shane Rich, these guys are very, very esteemed guys. But is it Joel Kane at SEN? He wrote a great article where he said he wants people in administration at the Tigers to be like younger than 50 because they will have been West Tiger supporters longer than they would have been Magpies or Balmain.
Yep.
And it is a bit of that where you go, it's literally 2026 next year. You guys are the West Tigers. The West Tigers have an NRL license. Like, the Magpies faction, like the Balmain faction, forget about it.
Yeah.
Forget about it. I don't know. My friend, my cousin Brendan, he's a mad Tigers fan. He said they'll never split. Is there an appetite within Tigers fans to go back to the Magpies?
I don't think the NRL should.
I'm not sure.
I don't think the NRL should allow it. Matter of fact, I think they should be, if there is clear evidence that they are trying to do this, I think they should be fined. Like this is not in the benefit of the game. Like, we already have too many Sydney clubs. Like, if
Yes.
anything, you know what you're putting your hand up for? Getting the chop if we do need to reduce clubs put it this way. If there is one club right now, in regards to not the players, not the people that work in the field or whatever, that would be the first on the chopping block, who would it be?
It's undoubtedly the Tigers, and it's daylight for number 2.
Like, literal daylight. So all you're doing right now, in my opinion, is putting your hand up going, hey, just get rid of both of us. Like, just get rid of both. Now, granted, I'm not saying that would happen. I don't want it to happen.
No.
But this idea of splitting apart, it will never happen. Like, it would, because I reckon there's even, let's say the West fans, like, they go, there's like 60% that go, yeah, bring the West back or whatever. I reckon there's even West fans now that go, no, I would feel gross about that. I would feel wrong about that.
There's a lot of people who have only ever been Tigers fans.
Yeah.
So they have no connection to the Magpies. The only thing that probably comes to mind is like Balmain and Campbelltown are just nowhere near each other. Like, it's a pretty silly merger to begin with. If this was 2001, maybe we could have some more legitimate discussions about that.
Yeah.
But I think it's so far gone now. And I agree with you guys. It's kind of like, look, you're the Tigers. If you want to be in the NRL, you're the Tigers.
Yeah.
Get it together. Otherwise, see you later. There's not even enough halfbacks to go around as is.
Yeah, it just blows my mind. Like, I don't understand what the long play is, like how they can ever really think that the Balmain side is just going to be forced out of this. I just don't think the NRL would allow it. Like, it's just a terrible look for the game that basically it looks as though the West side is just strong-arming Balmain out of it, which is like,
yes,
that's the opposite of what rugby league is supposed to be.
And also, it's so disingenuous for the fans. If you're paying a membership as a West Tigers fan and these guys are not serving your interests, it's bullshit.
Let's talk about the fans.
Yeah, dude, let's talk about the fans.
Let's talk about the fans. And I'm not like, listen, they have been treated like absolute nothing. Like, it's like they get in these board meetings and they don't look around and go, you know who pays all of our... And then maybe these guys are elected to the board and they're rich in other areas of their life. I don't know. But at least the people underneath them, the fans have paid that club their wages and everything they earn every single week. It's one thing to say you support a club. It's another thing to actually pay money and go and do that and support them club financially. They have been treated with no care, no even consideration for what matters to them. It just feels like there are people that have a lot of power, that are self-serving. And I think West Tigers fans, I think they deserve the NRL to have some pretty harsh meetings with some top dogs there. Because at the end of the day, yes, the NRL don't run that club, but they give them the license to be in the league. And Landis has come out and said that he will investigate this because this is unacceptable for the fans. Unacceptable to the fans that have been... Think about how many they still get to their home games. They haven't played finals in 14 years. You could argue they don't deserve a single person through the front gate. And yet they still turn up. They still turn up, spend all their money. Matter of fact, they turn up so much that the Tigers made a profit last year.
They turn up. They've been a shambles on the field. They've been much worse off the field. They're some of the best fans in the comp. They don't deserve
so
this
loyal.
shit.
They don't deserve
bullshit.
any of this bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And I think that's why I do think it's the time that the NRL, maybe they've already tried to, but they need to start throwing their weight around and go, unless you start treating these people better, there's going to be heavy pressure for changes around here. I just think it's ridiculous. And on top of all that, look, I know that there are some fans that think that players purely just play for the money. But if you want to be good in the NRL, you have to be playing for more than the money. How can you expect the players to break their bodies every week for a board that can't even get along? I'm not even asking them to be good at business. Just get along with it. Just be polite to each other. They just sacked 4 independent members after their best year in years.
As a non-Tigers fan, again, if I could speak my truth, I'm kind of sick of the narrative of the Tigers sucking. Like, when I was a kid, I grew up in the Benji Scott Prince era, and it was awesome. It was so much fun. And then they won 3 spoons in a row. Bored of that. Thank God they came 12th this year. The Tigers and the Titans, it's not good for the game to have the same narratives every year. Tigers are a mess. Titans are a mess. I don't want to see Sunday 4 p.m. games and see it's like the Tigers versus the Dragons and go, oh, I'm not watching that.
Yep.
I want to be like, oh, Tigers are on this year.
Yeah.
I'm watching that.
Kind of like what the Doggies did recently with their resurgence.
100%. The Doggies being sick is so good for the comp.
Yeah,
I'm not
100%.
a Doggies fan at all.
Yeah.
But when you see 80,000 at the stadium and shit like that for like a round 13 game, it's sick.
It's so good.
And it's got nothing to do with me, but I love it.
I'm with you, mate. I'm with you. So I just think the fans are getting treated like essentially they don't matter. In what world is sacking 4 independent board members that... What's crazy as well, they were part of the recommendations 9 months ago.
Yeah.
So they did these review on that, and I'm pretty sure part of the review was put these independent board members on, and now they've been sacked. And also, they're the one club where, and I get it that they're majority owners, so they can do whatever they want because they are majority owners, but it's they're the one club that continues to struggle, but the people that have the power that are making all these decisions don't seem to be getting held accountable.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or coaches are getting sacked, players are getting sacked, administration are getting sacked, CEOs are getting moved on. But the one people that've been overseeing this whole thing, it's just, again, maybe there's more to it. Maybe, there was multiple warnings and they were just like completely rogue. Again, I still look at it and I go like, they're doing better than they were before. So maybe let them go a little bit rogue for a bit. And then when they say, there was financial decisions that we didn't have eyes on, it's like, even if you totally disagree with the decisions that were made, it can't be that bad if you made a massive profit.
Yeah.
Not a massive profit, but you made a profit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Also,
it's not in dire straits where it's
Yeah.
like the club is going to fall apart because of these decisions.
This idea as well that they're signing off on stuff as big as the jersey and the stadium, the stadium policy or whatever, without an email, I find that hard to believe.
I find it very hard to believe.
I find that a little hard to believe.
You know what I reckon? Again, we both don't know exactly what's happened, so we're pure speculation. But what I reckon, the way they've kind of done this is like, there's probably emails, but was it voted by the board? That's how they can protect them. That's how they can sit there and go, no, we didn't vote on it. So how did that get approved if we didn't vote on it? Because as a board, all big decisions technically have to go to a vote.
Yep. And then it's probably like bylaw 37-1-2.
Yep.
If the owners do not consult with the board, then we can fire you. But there's nothing you can do
because we didn't technically vote about it, even though everyone knew about it and kind of tacitly was like, okay, yeah, we'll see how we go. But because we didn't vote on it, but like, look, I can't speak for every business, but yes, the big things you should be voting on. But like, okay, maybe jerseys, I guess, but it's not the thing that's weird with the jerseys is like, that's not your area of expertise.
Yeah.
Why not trust the guy that you hired to make those calls and then review him?
But what I don't understand is the two guys that the Holman Barnes Group represent who are on the board apparently voted yes for the jerseys. That's what I don't understand.
Oh, Matty, you've just broken this thing wide open.
That's what Barry O'Farrell said.
Oh, yeah. Well, there you go.
So I'm like, well, then how...
That's another key point is like Barry O'Farrell. Like whether you agree with his politics or not, I don't even know what his politics are, to be honest. But like,
long gone.
You don't get to where he's got by being a muppet.
Yeah.
You got to know some shit, bro.
This idea, the board was completely incompetent. What, a former premier of the state couldn't run the West Tigers?
That says more about the West Tigers, to be honest. If he can't get this shit going, if he can't, like, he's dealing with a state. The West Tigers are a middling club that can't make the finals, that Jerome Luai hoodwinked into $1 million clauses and deserves actually more technically.
Yep.
So he got ripped off. Luai got ripped off on the clauses.
Mate, Jerome Luai should be on the board. What is even happening?
Get Luai on the board. I vote that.
Then
I vote Jerome Luai on the board.
Maybe they don't consult Luai. Luai fires the Holman Barnes Group. Hey? Uno reverse.
I like that. Listen, I would be happy for Luai to insert monthly clauses.
Yeah.
And he has a board meeting every month to say whether he wants to stay or not.
Poor Luai. He signed on at the start of the year to play in the halves with Galvin at the West Tigers. He's going to start 2026 in the halves with Dewey at the West Magpies. And he must just be thinking, how the fuck did this happen?
I put in 1,000 clauses and I'm still here.
They didn't even want Dewey at the start of this season.
Yeah. He was gone.
He's like,
they didn't want him around 20. They didn't want him around 20. Then he had a couple of games that re-signed him.
Yeah, and now I read on Fox Sports they reckon he's going to start at 7 in 26. Like, if I'm Jerome Luai, I'm off it.
Oh, mate.
Honestly, if I'm a Tigers fan and I'm always of the mindset you ride till you die with your team.
Being a Rabbitohs fan.
Thing.
You've been there.
Exactly. But like, South got punted from the comp and like clawed their way back up. The whole Russell Crowe thing and blah, blah, blah. And I was pretty young then, so whatever. But like, if I'm a Tigers fan and Luai leaves and Buller leaves and Richardson leaves, I would have no qualms in some Tigers fans just going, you know what? I'm packing it up and I'm not coming back until you fucking sort it out.
You know what? I'm with you, mate. In regards to loyalty, like these fans are getting treated so poorly. Like, what more could they do aside from walking in your house and punching in the dick?
Seriously.
Holman Barnes Group could literally punch you in the dick and it might not even be as bad as what's been happening over the last few years.
I wouldn't be sending off my $75 for a free hat and a membership or whatever. Fuck that.
Oh my God.
Mate, Jareem Buller better hand me the hat himself with shit like this happening.
Oh man, it's and we spoke about this. You actually brought this up maybe before the show. This gives you an indication of how important administrations are to rugby league. The Melbourne Storm and the West Tigers essentially started in the same time period.
Yeah, like Storm like 2 years before or something.
Like, think about that. Think about and they started in a non-rugby league state with no juniors, 0 juniors. Whereas you could argue Balmain's juniors should essentially be
West Juniors.
West Juniors, apologies, should essentially be Penrith. Like that's the catchment they've got is like gun after gun after gun.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even argue they should have more because they got access to 2 catchment areas of juniors.
Yeah.
And this is the shambolic state that the club's in. And you've got the Melbourne Storm in a non-rugby league state with no juniors. They've got them now, but have no... They've had that, like, in the history of their club, they've had like 4 or 5 people that are actually from fucking Victoria.
They've still got a small percentage of juniors compared to West.
Like, and yet look where Melbourne are and look where West Tigers are.
There's no excuse.
Like, there's literally no excuse.
It's beyond the pale now. And
Beyond the Megan Gale.
yeah, I don't actually. I was rattling around the old top paddock there, Kempy. I don't have anything to add.
You know what? You need a top hat like Lee.
Yeah,
Keep extra...
keep my ideas up there.
Yeah, absolutely. He keeps them up there.
Yeah, God.
Mate,
Maybe we
he's
get
a-
Barry O'Farrell. He could be the 3rd seat on this pod next week.
Luai, get Luai in here.
Dude.
Can't afford him. Fuck. The great man. So yeah, look, it's
Bit of a
it's
mess.
It is an absolute shambles at the moment, and I feel honestly the number one people I feel the most sorry for, like the Luai, I can, he's getting paid 1.2 million, so I can, it's all right, mate. You can deal with that. You'll be okay.
Yep.
It's the fans. It's that
is the
bloke
fans.
or that Sheila that is working fucking 50 hours. And 25% of their fucking pay packet is going to supporting the West Tigers.
You know
And
what?
also, probably the first preseason in a while where you go, look, here we're
We're good.
It's
Stability.
Going all right. It's going
Yep.
all right. You can't even, what is this, December 1st this came out? You can't even enjoy your Christmas as a West Tigers fan.
Seriously.
It makes me sick, Kempy.
It makes me sick. I'm sick to my stomach.
You know what's scary? Yes, he's on 1.2, but he could get 1.2 at Perth when his clause ends in 2027.
Yeah, and also, let's say you're a gun side right now that is in desperate need of a game-breaking 6. You telling me Luai couldn't get 8 to 900K at most clubs?
Yeah.
Easy. Like, again, for some bizarre reason, like, people don't want to give Luai his credit. He has been good in Origin. He has been good for Samoa to a World Cup Grand Final. He has been unbelievable for Penrith. And he's taken the West Tigers from wooden spoon 3 years in a row to 12th in the middle of you losing the player they built the whole squad around, which is Galvin.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pretty strong resume. Like, we're not talking about a guy that, like, got lucky a couple of years next to a gun and won a couple of premierships. We're talking about a guy that's, regardless of the Penrith system, gone out and did really well. Like, he was crucial in the victory, Game 3 against Queensland.
He made the
win.
break.
He made the break.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He made the break.
He made the
Kempy.
break that
He
broke
made
the drought.
I got Barry O'Farrell up against the wall. He made the fucking break.
No, Barry's on his side. Barry's
Sorry,
his
Barry.
mate.
Sorry, Barry.
You're
I'm
picking
so
the wrong
confused,
man.
Barry. God, it's so awkward when you wrongly assault Barry O'Farrell.
Metaphorically, of course.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, seriously. It's
Look how
it's honestly
fired up we
embarrassing.
are. We're not even associated with the club.
Imagine, bro. Now I feel bad about the text that I sent Hammy yesterday.
Imagine how Hammy's
Quote,
feeling.
absolute shambles.
I was kind of hoping Hammy might be on today.
Yeah.
And I could sort of backseat it for that one and let a real one take over.
But I will
yeah.
say, Hammy, he threw the first blow. He keeps saying that Madge is training him too hard at the
He
Broncos.
did
Yeah.
say that. That was his reply.
Madge is training him too
Trained him too hard. Trained him.
That's literally all he said. Madge is training him too hard.
Fucking Madge, eh? Doesn't know nothing about footy. Would hate to have fucking sacked the bloke.
I can't wait till the Broncos lose 2 in a row next year and NRL 360 are going, Madge has no clue. And Gordy's just foaming at the mouth like a bulldog going, Kevy wouldn't have done this, Kevy wouldn't have done this.
Oh, Madge is training him
Poor
too
Madge, he has to literally complete the game of rugby league just before he can do an interview without someone having a go at him.
Yeah, literally.
He's literally getting all the rubies
Yep.
in the Thanos glove.
But it's true though, like he's already completed the game multiple times
Yeah.
in multiple different competitions in multiple different states and nations.
Yeah.
And he gets to the Broncos 3 months in and is like, nah, doesn't know what he's doing, that bloke.
Dude, Madge is so controversial. He won a premiership in his first year at the Broncos, and there are blokes who aren't sold. There's nothing
The
above
first comment was Kevy might have been able to do it.
I think Gordy said that he still hasn't won the World Club Challenge, has he? You know?
Oh, mate. Madge's resume is honestly getting up to GOAT status.
He's got Origin, World Cup, Super League, 2 NRL premierships.
And to be clear, he doesn't have just any Origin. He's got Game 3, Suncorp Stadium, hasn't been done for 15 years.
And we lost the next year. So, he left and then we lost again.
Yeah. Just, his resume is unfucking believable.
When it comes to, me and Guru were talking about this, when it comes to just since 2000, he'd be on the Mount Rushmore of coaches with Wayne, Bellamy, Ivan, and Madge, just pure achievements. But like, that's not a crazy thing to say. But 2 years ago, you'd be laughed out of the room.
Yeah, and he's the one that I got the most wrong, I reckon, with coaching. Because when he was at the Tigers, I did think he was too old school. I did think he was like, he needed to change with the times, and it seemed like that playing group just weren't responding. And granted, they weren't responding. However, he probably just needed a better playing group to respond. And we also saw where they went from that point on. They came 9th, 13th with him there, and then I think they came. He's moved on.
I think it went down in twos, 9th, 11th. 13th, maybe he might have come.
Mate, I was so wrong. How wrong I was. Since then,
he must be cacking where he got like his 9th, 11th sacked, 13th, and then like Benji's allowed to have multiple wooden spoons.
Yeah,
like it's just crazy.
And he's a premiership winning coach too. Like,
yeah. Poor Madge.
And again, it's more evidence though. Yes, the playing group is super important. Yes, the coach is super important. But if you don't have a well-run club, there's nothing you can fucking do about it.
Yeah,
there's
100%.
There's nothing you can do about it. This guy's. He broke a Broncos premiership drought essentially 20 years, 19 years. Crazy.
It's incredible.
Crazy. And Broncos are almost the opposite evidence of like, you can have the best fucking roster ever and haven't won a premiership in 20 years. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
The Tigers have had, in the last 8 years, they've had the last 5 premiers coaches. Because they had Ivan for 4. Sorry, Ivan was at Penrith for 4. And Madge.
Wow.
And they've had both of them since 2018, and they didn't make finals in any of those years.
Wow. That sucks to hear as a Tigers fan. Holy shit.
That's tough.
What? They're good at the first couple of dates, getting those blokes to the club. After that, they get used to it, treat them like shit, which is really poor to do. With all that, we haven't read out the actual quote what they said. The Holman Barnes board has been left in the dark on some commercially sensitive announcements. See, like, that's another thing. Sensitive announcements. So, like, you're not even saying topics or things, you're saying announcements, which is like, so are you saying you knew about it, you just didn't know about the announcement happening?
It's all very vague, isn't it?
Yeah, like, I feel like that's a very important, because that would be all vetted by legal.
Yes.
So that's a very important qualifier, announcements.
It's very corporate speak, isn't it?
Yeah, like, why wouldn't you say financial topics or decisions? Why wouldn't you say decisions?
I'm not sure, yeah. It's all... I think, let's be honest, if it wasn't the jersey, it probably would have been something else. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, that they were kind of looking to get rid of this independent board, and the jersey being, quote-unquote, too gold was an excuse.
The Holman Barnes board does not believe communication between the boards has been satisfactory. Okay, so, and why they're saying between the boards is there'd be a Holman Barnes board that like runs all the different companies they own. Then there would be a board for West Tigers over here, and they would be communicating with each other. Like that. That's terrible for a podcast because you're listening via audio. Anyway, we don't want to micromanage the football operations. We do have to be consulted on decisions, but Balmain isn't going anywhere. We are proud and committed supporters of Balmain. Balmain are very much a part of the joint venture. We want a leagues club back in Rozelle. The changes are at the governance level. On Tuesday morning, the banned Tigers 4 members have hit out at claims by Holman Barnes Group that they lacked communication as the fallout from their surprise axing continues. That's also interesting, surprise axing. So, again, that would suggest to me there were no warnings leading up to it. There were no official warnings. The ARL Commission is set to investigate the latest drama at West Tigers as Chair Peter Landy vows to protect the interests of the club's long-suffering fans amid boardroom group. Before we get into the next one, all powered by Lontel, guys. Lontel.net.au/bloke. Use your code. You get the first 7 days free, then you get $25 credit. Also, you may be eligible for fiber or NBN connected to your house. Go to the show note links, and it used to cost you $30,000 to get this connected. It is now free. And NBN isn't what you used to think, like what it used to be. It is gun now. Absolutely gun. I've got it to my house. Lontel hooked us up. Got crazy internet. So go to lontel.net.au/bloke. And with Lontel, it's internet where you only pay for what you use. So if you go away for a few weeks, you can pause it, not pay anything, come back, unpause it. You can speed it up. You can crank it to the highest speeds, pay for that speed. Then when you don't need that speed anymore, go back to normal speeds. Then you can then you pay for those speeds. So it's internet. You only pay for what you use and how you use it. And also brought to you by Code Sports. Back to $49 a year. I tried to warn you guys. I said the $19 not going to last forever. Don't get angry at me. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, another big news. Broncos logo and jersey. I just want to get your unfiltered thoughts, boys. Broncos logo and jersey.
I honestly think it looks kind of cool, to be honest. I didn't hate it. I hate it for different reasons, I think. It's very much, a mate of mine said this, he said it's like the Canva-fication of logos, where it's it's the sort of thing that looks good on an iPhone screen, maybe not as good on a jersey. The stuff, I saw the thing where people think it looks like a highway down the back of the horse. So I saw a couple of memes where they've put a Toyota Corolla sort of flying down the back of the horse there. It's very hard to unsee that. I wouldn't look at that if I was a Broncos fan. But I actually read about it, and they got the Brisbane River there. I kind of like how it just says Brisbane. And so I don't know. I'm not as connected to it as a Broncos fan.
Yep.
But I got to say, I think it kind of looks. I think it kind of looks cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't love it, but I like it more than I liked when I saw it first last week. When they changed it, I was like, now you got to remember, like, people hate change, and I hate change as well.
I'm terrified of change, Matty.
And I the other week said I didn't mind the doggies one, but that's because the doggies logo that I grew up with, that head of the bulldog, it kind of reminded me of that. Whereas the traditional Broncos logo, it's been the same. There was a minor change in 06, but that's all I've known. And it's iconic to me. Plus they just won the comp, so it blew me away. So it is taking me a while to get used to. I think the actual design, actually, I like it. I think having just Brisbane there, I think that's I don't know, maybe I'm just looking into this too hard. I think that's a fuck you to the Dolphins. Like, this is our town. This is Brisbane. I find it weird that they don't have the word Broncos on there, but I guess that's the way logos are going. So if you asked me last week, I was like, why did they change it? This is an iconic logo that it's hectic. They just won the comp. But the more I look at it, the more I don't mind it.
I think the Brisbane, it's actually less to do with the Dolphins and more to do with expansion. So like tourism, everything like that.
Also merch.
Yeah, merch, but also like I think like the logo is different. Just the word Brisbane though, I think it has to do with tourism, expansion. Obviously, the Olympics are coming too, so they want to be known as this is this city's team.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the Brisbane team.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what sport you follow. If you want to
That
go to
makes
Brisbane,
sense.
Australia, this is the Brisbane team.
And that's why I like it doesn't have Broncos.
Yeah.
This is Brisbane.
Yeah, and so like
We
now,
just talk about the Magpies and the Tigers and how the logos are all the fucking so annoying. This is Brisbane.
yeah, this is Brisbane.
I like that.
Yeah, so I think that they're trying to make claim that like if you come to Brisbane, like I know they've got the Brisbane Lions there as well, but if you come to Brisbane, especially with expansion, because there'll be another Queensland side somewhere along the lines. I think that they're going, okay, we need to claim this now, especially with the Dolphins not putting Redcliffe on there, and Redcliffe just being called the Dolphins. And I reckon they've just looked at the future, looked at the expansion of rugby league, looked how it's getting a big because with these logos, you need to think 20 years. Like you need to think, in that. Let's assume that the game continues to expand. There's much more value being known as the Brisbane team than the Broncos, if you know what I'm saying. Because all the rusted on already know it's the Broncos.
Yep.
So I reckon that's why they went that, especially with the Olympics coming. I think that's another big reason. With the Olympics coming, like when people type in Brisbane to go to the Olympics, what comes up first? If you've got it might be the Brisbane Broncos.
Yep.
So there's that, because like I think we underestimate how was it
32.
32? Underestimate, like we're talking. I'm assuming like millions of people will come.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So or let's just say 1 million or something like that. That's a lot of people to sell a brand to that is really normally selling to 5-6 million people across the whole of the NRL. So I think there's that. I think it's also maybe a youth play as well, similar-ish to the Bulldogs decision. I'm still, it's going to sound like I'm biased, I'm still not across the Bulldogs one. I think it's still too cartoony. I think if they toned down the cartooniness, I actually don't mind it. With this one, the only thing I think, and it definitely is growing on me for sure, it stings just because I have such a connection to the old one. Like that means everything to me. It's the most, outside of my wife and my kids and my family, that's the most important thing in my life is the Brisbane Broncos. They changed my life. Like they could treat me like absolute doormat and I would still love them because of what they did for my life. So there's that connection that I'm trying to push through. The more I look at it, the more I do like it. I do think though, it's lacking a little bit of character. It is very corporate.
That's what I was saying with the Canva thing. Yeah. It's very 2D.
Yeah. And someone actually did send me, I didn't want to put it up because being an ex-player, if I put it up, like it just is it's like I'm endorsing.
Taking a shot.
Yeah, endorsing it when I'm not endorsing it. However, I did think it was a cool little tweak that they made. They actually, with the shield, they like put a mane there with some like at the top of the shield, and it actually added a lot of character. Now I understand like if you did that, then because like what they're trying to do with this as well is like for merch it's super easy, just boom.
Yeah,
it's one shape, super easy. Anytime we print stuff, I will say in color looks way better than in white. I think in the white color, it genuinely looks like a corporate logo.
Yeah.
But it's
Like
definitely
Broncos
growing.
real estate or something.
Yeah, like it looks like almost like a internet cyber system.
Yeah.
You know,
I hate that that's even an option. Why is there a white? Why is there not a gold?
Yeah.
Why is there a version that's not gold?
well, I mean, there is a version that is gold.
No,
like,
I know.
On the
That
thing.
should be the only version.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just think, I'm with you. I think the white one, it just looks very corporate-y, whereas the gold one, I'm much more partial to. Much more. Like, I'm looking at the gold one right now, and like I think that looks, it's still lacking a little bit of character, but I'm trusting the Broncos marketing team to create that character with the stuff they put around it and the media they put around it with this type of footy they play. So I'm definitely coming around to it. As just a logo, just like pure logo, the negatives for me would be lacking a little bit of jazz, a bit of character. But outside of that, I don't mind it.
It looks kind of mean, to be honest, the horse.
Yeah.
Like, it would be the sort of horse where I would go very slowly. I'd go,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, you know, I'd hold my hand
okay, I
out with
see
a carrot.
ya.
Flat palm.
Yeah,
Flat palm
flat
for the
palm.
Broncos logo.
And like it'd be bucking like a Brumby almost.
Yeah,
okay.
Man
And
from Snowy River type shit, I reckon.
one of those ones where if you're not wearing a cowboy hat, you're getting bucked in the nuts.
Yes.
Need a cowboy hat on to do the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And just like, whoa,
I'd like
whoa.
to float this theory as well. I think that there is no way to change a logo without a lot of people being like,
Because it's
what
sentimental.
the fuck is this?
It's a sentimental connection.
Yeah,
You know,
so-
like I understand the pushback on it.
One bloke started an official petition on
Yeah, okay.
change.org. God bless that punter out there.
Look, I understand the idea of like our logo, it didn't really date. I thought it was quite a timeless logo, the one that we currently had. But again, it is a relatively weird shape for merchandise and stuff like that. Like,
Why do clubs change their logos? Because the Bulldogs have had like 5, haven't they?
yeah.
Why do they do it? Is it just to sell more jerseys, or
I
is
think
it
it's to
cooler?
move with the times as well, you know, like, and
Yeah.
that's I think what took most Broncos fans by surprise is that our logo did move with the times. Like, I don't think anyone was sitting there going, "Oh, that's an old school looking logo."
Look, and I'm comparing them now. Like the old one's better. The old one's it's just a better horse.
It's got more character, I think.
It's just better, yeah.
That's the one negative about this one. It's like it does just lacking a little bit of character.
And obviously, this was coming for a while. This
Yeah,
is nothing, because the double premiership into logo change is like kind of a weird thing.
Oh, they wouldn't have decided this after Walsh won the
So
comp.
it's like maybe the timing is kind of like, why are you changing it? We just won the men's and the women's. This is sick. Like, why are you changing
Yeah.
anything? Just don't touch anything.
Yeah,
Like,
life is good right now.
Life is good. Yeah. It's
yeah.
kind of like if it's not broken type
Yeah.
stuff.
Mate, let's just make Reece Walsh our logo.
Dude, sell a few more jerseys doing that.
Oh man, Walshy, the great Walshy. So look, I don't hate it. It's definitely growing on me. Seeing it on the field in like that big thing, it did look really cool. It's like it's just the white version of it that I'm just a bit. Now the blue jerseys, out of paying respect to Cyril Connell. Now Cyril Connell actually he scouted me.
Really?
Yeah, he scouted me. Him and Ivan Henjak at this like a confraternity shield. Man, he was such a good bloke, Cyril. Just probably the greatest scout of all time. So guess which scout, and I've told this story, you're probably going to know. Guess which scout learnt, to my understanding, learnt most of what they know from Cyril Connell. Guess which club scout?
Penrith?
Melbourne?
Melbourne Storm.
Yeah.
Oh, I love scouting because it's kind of like, it's so vibes
Is this a-
based. Yeah, like some guy drives out to the bush in a Commodore and he's
Yep.
like sitting there smoking a cigarette and he's like, number 17, there's just something about this
him.
kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I haven't seen a kid like this since the 30s. Like, and you're like, fucking oath.
Jesus,
you know?
you're like fucking 110 years old.
Yeah, I was doing baseball. I don't know what was going on there. But yeah, scouting's so weird.
Moneyball, one of the great
Yeah.
with all the
I love
numbers.
Moneyball.
Oh my! I can watch that on repeat for the rest of my life. I reckon.
100%.
Just watching old men go, but he looks good. He's a good looker. He's got a good swing about him.
He gets on base. He gets on base.
I think that most people will be okay with it in a
it's fresh.
year or two. It is fresh.
It's. I mean, like, it's fresh as in it's just happened.
Yeah.
Let it sink in. Let it sink in.
What's that song? Is fresh cuts are always the deepest? Or is it? What's that song? What's that saying? Fresh. Oh man, damn. Worst bit of podcasting in the history of mankind.
The bloke in a Harry Potter shirt couldn't find the hip hop lyric, eh?
Damn it. The first cut is the deepest. That's it.
The first cut is the
Yeah, the
deepest.
first cut is the deepest.
And
I
this
think
is
that's the song.
the first cut. This is the first time we're seeing this.
First cut is the deepest, man. See this new logo for the first time, it hurts. But you know, as a logo, I don't mind it. I wish it had a bit more pizzazz about it.
Yeah.
But I also understand the pizzazness of it. Because
At least you don't have to go through another change for another 20 years.
Hopefully.
You've probably only got 2 logos left in you anyway. Think about it like that.
Jesus.
How many logos before you kick the bucket, Kempy?
Well, my dad is relatively fit at an older age, and then my grandparents both. Well, my nana was about 96, I think. 90, so she went well.
96?
Yeah, she went well.
Oh, that would fill me with a lot of confidence.
Yeah. Granddad, I think around 65. So not the, but he
Average those out.
Bro, he actually, so he had a missing finger, Granddad, or Da we called him. This is sweet. This will pull the heartstrings. This one for you. Are you a romantic? You love love?
I love love.
Yeah. Okay. So and it's, you know, look, is it romantic, bordering on the lines of stupidity? Yeah, I think it is. But let's go with it. So he didn't have his ring finger. You know why he didn't have his ring finger? Because when he went to the war, he refused to take his ring off. Got caught in the trenches. Boom! Lost his finger.
Really?
Yeah, because he refused to take his ring finger off.
They chopped his finger off?
Like something happened, and his ring got caught.
Oh.
And he lost his finger because his ring got caught. Then something hit it. Lost his ring finger because he refused to take his wedding ring off.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's probably right in the line of stupidity for me.
But love is stupid. He literally lost his finger because he refused to take his ring off. And you know what?
That's why you should take your ring off. If you're,
Take your finger off.
But if you're doing woodwork or something as well,
Yeah, you should take it off.
This is why they say take it off.
But you know what? Love's irrational, and I kind of respect it. Once, you know, given the distance of time and how, you know how, I guess, unimportant we are as individuals of the grand scheme of things.
Yep.
Something like almost borderline heroic in regards to the marriage. Like, imagine you found out your husband loved you so much. Yeah, he lost a finger. Okay, that sucks. But it was because he kept his wedding ring on. I think that some women would find that romantic.
No. I think definitely it's definitely more romantic than stupid.
But it's a lot of stupidity in it. But I just think, look, if you're talking just day-to-day stuff, pretty stupid. But if you're talking like story to tell for the next 100 years, romantic.
But the stupidity makes it more romantic.
Yeah, because he's not like he wouldn't have known how stupid it is. He's a smart man, Da. He's a smart man. I'd like to think he was.
And also, he's probably rubbing it for good luck, you know, like you're about to go over the top, you got your hands in the ring.
Bro, my other granddad, so he was a rat of Tobruk. And so...
Really?
Yeah. So he was... yeah.
That is wicked.
A lot of testosterone in that. Like, I throw that out at a pub.
No wonder you were able to pick up rugby league so easily. My grandfather was a rat of Tobruk.
Yeah. So he... because people that don't know the story of Rat of Tobruk, it's like essentially a crucial part of World War II. Germany were conquering part of Africa, I think.
North Africa.
And it was basically, if they got this port, we were all fucked. That's at least the story that is told. And so the Rats of Tobruk, like crazy outnumbered, were against a German...
Australian battalion.
Yeah. Australian battalion. Mixed. They eventually, English came a little bit too towards the back end. And I think maybe some Kiwis, maybe. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, Anzac battalion. Yeah.
Yeah. And so... the Germans were led by essentially, at least to what I've learnt from it, one of their best lieutenants or whatever that had just fucking rolled through towns, dominated, and so the Rats of Tobruk, they would hide underground as like tanks were rolling over them and shit, and ambush them, and basically held them off long enough to get reinforcements to stop Germany from taking that port. Pretty sure that's how it all worked. But yeah, so they would get sent like cakes from their wives and their loved ones. And because they were underground for so long, it would kind of get passed through them. And once they opened it, they didn't really realize, but they'll be eating like off cake because they'd be all fucking, not fungi. What is it? Like bread, when your bread goes off. Mold. Yeah, be all moldy.
Yep.
All moldy. And it was also the quotes from the German lieutenant or whatever was like, the Australians were like wild animals. Like they were the only things that struck fear in us.
Oh, so they're just eating mold, blowing tanks up.
Yelling and shit. Like across the battle lines and stuff, yelling like madmen. Yeah. Refused to give up. Fucking just dogs. Like the literal definition of a fucking dog. Yeah. That's what they were. And so he was a Rat of Tobruk. Great man, Hal. Great man. He worked till he was like 95 too.
Really?
So he worked at my high school for a long time. Great man.
Mate, you got some nice genetics there, Kempy.
Well, I'd like to think. Well, no, actually, he's not my real grandfather. So he raised us.
Oh wow.
My real grandfather, he's Chinese, half Chinese. It was actually my dad, the one that lost his finger. Huge Broncos fan. Huge Broncos fan. Yep, huge Broncos fan. That's the only memory I have of him with him was sitting at his knee watching Steve Renoff.
Really?
Yeah, and I've told Renoff that, and he always because it's like embarrassing for him, but it's not like, but it's a big deal to me.
Yeah.
But and when I say embarrassing for him, it's like getting that higher praise. Like you're the only core memory I have with my granddad. That would, and that would make anyone feel a bit like, oh shit, that's like too heavy for me to take as a person. So I've told him multiple times, but that's the only memory. But my granddad passed before I made my debut, so that sucks.
Oh,
so
that does suck.
Would have been good. He would have been like, bro, if
He would have been foaming.
he would have honestly, he wouldn't have believed it. He used to like, so when he was 14, from 14, he worked underground in like the coal mines and that. Came from a relatively poor family. My dad was the first one to ever complete high school, I'm pretty sure, in my family. And so my granddad, he started underground at 14, I think, in the mines, eventually worked hard enough to work as a cabbie, and he used to pull up and pretend he was still working, but he would sit outside the Broncos playing and hear the crowd, but listen to it on the radio.
Oh,
and so mad Broncos fan. Yeah, a bit atmosphere, mad Broncos fan, sitting the hill there. And so, yeah, he would have fucking, I don't know what he would have done. But just back to the Raditz Rook dad. This is how much that him and his, so this isn't the lost finger one, this is the other one. This is how much him and my grandma loved each other. So my grandma went into hospital, sick. Then granddad got sick. Then my granddad thought that she was going to pass. Like we all thought she was going to pass. So so his body just, I don't know, gave up. He passes away, but just not from anything in particular.
Just from a broken heart.
Pretty much. He passed away 2 or 3 days later.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh, Pete, that happens.
Yeah.
Where one goes and the other one just
and they
goes.
just said, I'm just done. I'm just done. Give me tingles. That's how much they loved it. Like they loved each other more than anything. And they were just like, well, there's no point staying here anymore. See ya. Within a few days of each other.
I rate that so highly.
Crazy.
I'd be up in heaven going, who's a good husband now?
Yeah.
I fucking drop dead for you, babe. Immediately thrown it in her face.
And she'll be like, did you take the trash out before you dropped dead though? That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the question. You always fucking say you're going to do it, and then 2 days later it's still fucking sitting there, you lazy piece of shit.
Yeah. That's great, man. You got some cool lineage there.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Look, I will say though,
Are we still on the logo?
well, I was going to scroll past it. No, we're on Lukey. LDC_01. Buy an X car, an X you actually like, and you have a chance to be gifted a day with myself, Draya, Alex Glenn, and you have the chance to be gifted a day in a corporate box watching the Broncos play with myself, Alex Glenn, and I might be doing a live show as well. So I literally putting this together, Lukey, the absolute legend, has put it together, and it's a CX5, CX3, X rentals. So the K is under 20,000. So the beautiful thing is you're not paying the premium of a new car, but you're not getting a car with 100,000 Ks on it. You're like good medium. On Monday's show, we said the prices. I think it's like 34K and 32K, something along there. But yeah, there's not thousands of them, guys. So once this is gone, the CX5, CX3s, the X rentals, that's the amount of people that will be potentially gifted this opportunity. So make sure if you're going to buy a car, speak to Lukey, LDC_1, and you go in the draw to potentially be gifted this. Okay, we're in your area now. Sit back, relax, get confident in what we're talking about.
Mate, it's been a tough debut, I would say. Just intense Tigers boardroom analysis,
which is a good stuff in the weeds. Yeah. In the weeds of rugby league.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay, we're in your areas here. Good areas. I think that's what the cricket people say, good areas?
Great areas.
Yeah, okay, I like that. Usman Khawaja has been ruled out. Khawaja officially ruled out, second test. They've not replaced him in the squad, so it seems like Head move up to the batting order, and Webster or Inglis will bat at 6. What are your thoughts, mate?
Okay, I think we should start with Uzi,
okay,
and then we'll talk about the selections. I love Usman Khawaja. And he's probably robbed of like 20 test matches in the middle of his career.
100% he was.
I honestly think the Albanese government should send him like $4 million with a written apology from Justin Langer for robbing us of 3 years of Uzi's prime. There was a time when Joe Burns and Marcus Harris were playing in the Australian Test team and Usman Khawaja was not. And if I ever get my hands on Justin Langer, he will answer for that and why it happened. But I love Uzi so much, but he's 39 years old. And whatever sport it is, you can't be doing it after 35. And in opening batsman years, 39, that's like 43. So you got to keep in mind, this guy's pretty much 50.
I feel like we've skipped added about 15
If he got on the bus with you, Kempy, his pass would be a different colour.
Fucking hell.
Old. He's old.
Holy
and he's washed.
shit.
And it's just...
He's washed.
He hasn't scored a run in 2 years, basically, except for that Sri Lanka tour, where their opening bowler is bowling absolute doorknobs. Like, I could have got 30-odd in that game.
Yeah.
And I love Usman Khawaja so much, but he's just 39 years old, or he's about to be 39.
Yeah.
So...
Can we give you a bit of the audience a bit of a cricket background too, so that
Oh yeah. So I was about to say I'm talking quite forcefully.
I was
about
like,
cricket.
geez, like for a guy that to the audience hasn't really, you're a comedian, you haven't really done much sport.
I love cricket. I used to play grade cricket for years and years.
Shout out great cricketers, one of the
Shout
all-time
out to
goats.
great cricketers.
Yeah.
I've been on the grade cricketer, you know. So, but I absolutely love and adore cricket. I played it till I was like 25.
Who'd you play for?
I played for Manly.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. And but yeah, I love Usman Khawaja so much, and it's so sad. But really, the story is that we have no opening batsman, which is why we went through this with David Warner. Oh, we got to get rid of David Warner. He's 37. We had no one then. Now we got to get rid of Usman Khawaja. He's 38. We don't have anyone now. So Uzi's just sort of hanging around because he can. I love. Did you see he posted a photo of saying "great week" after the first test, and one of the photos was the golf course? Yeah. Dude, Australians are larrikins who love to laugh until we don't. Australians love to laugh until we absolutely hate it. Like, people were furious about that. They were absolutely... Jimmy Smith on SEN was like... He was about to pass out.
It was intense.
He was like, if you like golf so much, then just fuck off and play it. And you're just like, Jesus Christ. He's clearly joking. He's clearly joking. But unfortunately, I do think this is the end of the road for Usman Khawaja.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, probably Weatherald and whoever opens, which we'll get into, you know, if they do nothing in the second test and Uzi's fit, bring him back in. You know, I would love to see him retire at the Sydney Cricket Ground. I would love the farewell. I want a girlfriend. I want it all, Kempy.
Yeah, okay.
But it's just, can he actually contribute in any of the next 3 games? It might be for the best he misses the pink ball test. Get that back right. Maybe he can hit 50 odd in Adelaide and get that farewell. Like I said, we have literally no one to replace him at all. But yeah, he's just old, you know. It's just the sands of time.
Yeah, okay. Sands of time, getcha.
We're the same age, and I was at his debut, and I hadn't even started year 11 yet. I remember his debut vividly. His first 2 scoring shots were 2 boundaries. I hadn't even started my senior schooling yet.
Yeah.
That's how long ago it was.
He's just an old guy.
With the post, look, I love a joke as much as the next guy, but like, let's say he was injured and he did his hammy or something, or calf or whatever. I could roll with it. But the fact that his back spasmed up after 18 holes,
Yep.
I don't know if the joke's landing for me as well as he may have thought.
And don't worry, Kempy, because I think you're in the majority on that one. I think everyone fucking hated the joke. But I think Uzi he's got kind of a weird relationship with the media as well, where he's first guy dropped for any overseas tour. We lose in India, Usman's fault. We lose in England, Usman's fault. We lose in Pakistan, it was his fault. He's the first to go. The coaches hated him. The media have had I think it took a while for the media to work out that he's a bit left of centre. He's not your traditional cricketer. You know, he's probably a bit more well-spoken. So I think he hates the media.
Slightly more educated,
potentially completed year 10. Someone double-check that.
Jeez, if we're trashing cricketers' intelligence, I'd hate to think what we about league. I mean, I can't even say the word as a league. I can't even fucking finish a sentence as a league.
You know, he's a qualified pilot, was he?
I'm not surprised by that at all. Yeah. He's a very bright guy. And
just quickly on pilots, this is how, like, you know, let's get on the topic of migration as you wanted to at the start of the show.
Kempy, you assured me the microphones weren't on.
So my wife's father, they came from the Philippines.
Yep.
So he was an aerodynamic engineer. Means nothing in Australia. Started working at Pizza Hut.
No.
Yep. Had to work his way all the way up to where he is now.
Yeah, those skills don't transfer, brother. You're going to have to do training. That sucks. But yeah, basically, long story short, Uzi's 67 years old and we don't have anyone to replace him.
Thoughts on it? Like, listen, this is my thoughts on the cricket thing. And I'm obviously new to cricket, but just, first of all, I agree with just my understanding and the lay of the land of the robbing of Uzi for those many years. Like, going back and looking, I didn't watch cricket back then, but going back and like reading about it and hearing about it, it seems like really it was just his personality that like really just, for some reason, the coach just was like, not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know what, my cup of tea is scoring runs. That's my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think he is, agree with you with everything that I've seen, such a talented batsman. Even in his prime, going back and watching the highlights, like, we're talking about just a wizard with the bat. Dude, you're a wizard, Harry.
Aussie cunt with Pakistani flair.
Yeah.
Oh, the devil's double.
It's beautiful stuff. However, I will say, like, I am a bit surprised that he's been struggling for form for 2 years.
Yep.
And he hasn't altered his preparation. Because the defense against the golf thing is this has been his preparation for a very long time.
Yep.
Which I can cop that defense if he's playing good cricket.
Yes.
He hasn't been playing good cricket for quite a while. And surely you look at the age, you look at the fact that you haven't been playing good cricket, and you go, I might need to tweak some things here. Because it's one of those things where, yeah, it's always in his preparation. It's a problem. It's not a problem until it is a problem. But you're still doing something that most strength and conditioning coaches would say, 18 holes. Like, okay, if you're still playing good cricket, we can turn a blind eye, but you haven't played cricket for 2 years, so maybe not do the 18 holes. Maybe do 9 instead.
Yeah, he was playing with the coach, so it was signed off on. But
so that's almost my point, though. Is like that's poor leadership.
Yeah,
in my
I
opinion.
see what you're saying.
Whereas like Mitchell Starc, he played. He's dominating and has been dominating for years. Now, granted, I think his last year actually had the lowest average in a while, but he's still playing good cricket.
Yep. Yeah. And also optics-wise, where you see this guy literally can't even stand up at first slip, and he played 18 holes the day before.
And his back went. It wasn't his hammy. It wasn't his fucking calf.
Yeah. And it was just all piled up because when he dropped that catch at first slip in the second innings, that's when you go, Aussie, you are fucking killing me, mate. You are absolutely killing me. And look, it's kind of like with rugby league. Like there is no more. He might play another season for Queensland, maybe play some T20 stuff, but there's not going to be any more good Test cricket in Usman's future. He's 39 years old, so he's just trying to run the pay packet out as long as he can, which I don't begrudge anyone doing.
Ironically, he's like, and I kind of alluded to this, and the boys disagreed, so I'm probably wrong here. But like when you look at his career and those years he missed, it's almost like he's kind of owed a little bit of like, you know what?
I think he's definitely trying to make up for that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember in my lifetime us having a 39-year-old opening batsman. Like, it's unusual.
Well, Warner, like 37, he was gone.
Yeah. It's unusual for us to have batsmen this old. The real question is, where are the opening batsmen in Australia, and who the bloody hell is going to do it in the next test? I was anti Travis Head opening, even though it looks sexy as hell on paper.
Yeah.
When I look, Weatherall, Head, Marnus, Smith, it's hot.
Yeah. And then you got potentially Slug, who came and was good last year against India.
Yes. And then I do want to get Bo Webster into the team desperately because he's been going so well. Plus, he wears an earring.
Nickname is the Slug as well.
Nickname is the Slug. Imagine you've gone from sitting next to a bloke who's 39, can't stand up, to now the bloke next to you, he's got a nickname based on his horse cock. I'm just saying from an energy and vibes perspective in the sheds, you can't tell me that's not got the boys.
Hogs bring the vibes. We all know that. You've always said that.
100%. Hogs bring the vibes. and to be honest, we've been talking about opening batsmen for so long, and we still have no answers. We had Steve Smith even do it at one point. Paul Weatherall's out there. He didn't even see a thing in the first innings.
Constas is like, I don't know what's going on there now. Poor
Constas, it hasn't worked out. Thought we were onto one there. Campbell Kellaway is playing in the Shield. Probably needs another season.
What about Renshaw?
He
scored 200s this month, and he scored another 100 the month before that.
Yep. Were they out opener or were they out 4?
I'll check.
He's been batting 4 a bit. But to be honest, if they just said, hey, Usman's injured, we're bringing in Renshaw, direct swap, I'm chill with that.
Yeah.
If Travis Head says, I want to open, whatever, he can do whatever he wants.
Is a concern with that though? He saved us so many fucking times in the middle of the range. We don't have that fall because our opening has been quite poor for a few years now.
Yes. And so it's almost like it can't get worse. So we may as well just leave it. Whereas if you take Travis Head, if you bat Cam Green at 5, that's worse than having Travis Head at 5. With respect to Cam Green.
And he was really good.
All 3 Renshaws were opening.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
And Green was actually, I thought he was pretty good. I know like the first one, everyone got out and after fucking 3 bowls or whatever. But I thought he looked pretty good at bat. And
dude, he almost had his collarbone broken, Cam Green. I couldn't believe he didn't fall on his own stumps. But yeah, they haven't brought Renshaw in, which I would have been chill with. But yeah, I reckon it's either going to be I saw Inglis was fielding a third slip this morning, which indicates he might be playing.
Is this a stupid question? I mean, no, this is definitely a stupid question. Are our bowlers too good where our batters can't get fucking confidence locally? Like, because we've got such good bowling depth to the point where at full strength, Boland can't make the side.
Yeah.
To my understanding. Is it a bloke's coming through the grades just getting peppered by fucking unbelievable bowlers?
Do you know what? That's not a stupid question at all, Kempy, because we are struggling to produce top 3 batsmen in Australia. And I think maybe the decks are doing a bit too much potentially. There's also, they changed the ball 5 years ago, and so it's got a taller seam now.
Okay.
So it's doing a bit more. But like Weatherald, he plays in Tasmania where, you know, it's raining all the time and it's fucked for batting. So the fact that he's come through is good. But yeah, we're not producing enough good batsmen because if we were, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Usman would have been dropped after the India series.
Yeah.
But the problem is we just don't have anyone.
Timely, very, very, very timely news. Inglis in, Travis Head to open.
Bang.
Literally just broke just then.
That's great because we would have gone over that for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Okay, so what, the slug, not in.
No, so he's... Oh, yeah, so...
Slug's out.
The slug is... Yeah. I don't
Because he's
like
done
that.
it. I feel like Slug last year against India played a very crucial...
Yep.
Is it called
And the
innings?
West Indies, yeah.
Like he ran for about 60 when we were fucking getting pummeled by Bumrah.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Travis Head must have said, I want to open, and I guess they would rather have Inglis at 5 than move Green to 5.
Is Inglis a genuine 5?
England's like a 3 or 4. He's a genuine gun bat.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
So
I was
they-
thinking
are they
maybe they would
potentially-
just sacrifice him opening. The only issue with this is if we win the toss and bat first and Travis Head nicks off second ball of the day.
Yeah.
Or if we are batting first under lights, with an hour and a half to go, brand new pink ball, do I want to be sending Travis Head out? Not really. I'd rather he come out when the sun's out the next day and bash it around. So we're kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul a little bit with the batsman.
Could we send Inglis out if that's the case? Like, let's say the conditions aren't the
I
greatest.
reckon we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon we could.
Okay.
Mate, if Travis Head wants to bat 4, if Travis Head wants to blow me for good luck before the second test, he can do it, you know? So,
What about you blow him?
well, 1 all's not that bad, but yeah, whatever Travis Head wants goes. So I'm glad that actually came in because who the fuck knows? And there's 3 or 4 different things you could do. When Matty said bring in Renshaw, that's a great idea too.
Yeah.
So
They all have merit.
They
to a
all
degree.
have merit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for Steve Smith saying that he was going to have Nathan Lyon open the batsman instead
Yeah.
of Travis Head.
yeah, well, that's how bad it's gotten though, Kempy. Where you think it's basically a walking wicket anyway.
So
May
that's-
as well send
yeah.
the bald guy out there.
Jeez, that's so true. The ball guy.
Bald 40-year-old. Just see if you can let a few of these hit you in the chest.
Jesus. Okay. Unpopular opinion. Ash's unpopular opinion. So we did a segment with Kaya yesterday on our Instagram. Ask people unpopular opinions. Obviously, this segment is brought to you by Kaya. Okay, here's some unpopular opinions to get your feedback. Here's Lenny Paskey. I don't like Travis opening. I love him at 5. I don't think that's unpopular, to be honest. I think it's people pretty split halfway with that.
I think in the first 3 days after the first test, it was unpopular.
Okay.
Blokes were stopping you on the street going, Head has to open.
Yeah.
Like, I think everyone was foaming at the mouth for a couple of days there.
Which is understandable. He put the nation on his cock.
Yes.
You put the nation on your cock, blokes foaming over you.
Yes. Yes.
I think people are still foaming because people remember the last test and that's it.
yes.
That's how sport works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the same blokes who said he has to open, if he nicks off immediately in the second test, they'll be like, he's a born number 5.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I will say, though, just the fucking balls on the man to go, oh, we're under the pump. We're basically lost this game. Everyone's fucking wrapping it up saying the headlines were already there. And you know what? I was guilty. I was part of the headlines. I'm sitting there going, mate, Australia are fucking disgraceful for doing what they did. And Travis Head says, listen, I'm still a hogger note. Just let me fucking open the bat. Settle down, you fucking pansies. You're all scared. You're all squealing, crying. Everyone's crying. The whole nation's crying. Let daddy come out and fucking discipline these blokes.
When
And
I saw
did.
he was facing the first ball, I was like, that is hard as nails. Just when he goes to Weatherald, hang on, mate, I'm not even an opener, but you haven't even seen a fucking thing in the first innings. Like, Weatherald literally was face down on the turf when he was given out.
Yeah.
Like-
I think he might have even said, let daddy handle this.
Yeah.
Let daddy handle this.
Yeah. I think before they walked out, he went to Weatherald, shh. It was like the Broncos logo, open palm, just have a carrot at the other end and run when I call yes.
Yes.
Oh, dude, Heady is hard as nails. I
Oh,
love him.
man.
I haven't said this yet, but so I went to Thailand last week and I went on the Saturday, which is day 2. I boarded the plane. I was actually watching on my phone, and we were bowling. England were like 1 for 50, 1 for 60 with like a lead of 90.
And they had
100.
the game by the nutsack.
Get into flight
yeah.
mode. And
Oh.
I am, the whole 9-hour trip, I'm just thinking about the Ashes. I'm just like, all right, how much are we going to lose by? Like, is there going to be a day tomorrow? Like, are England just going to roll us? Like, blah, blah, blah. England getting their first win in 15 years. That's all I was thinking. Not once did I think we'd win. Not once in my mind. Anyway, literally the first thing I did when we landed was check the score. I literally checked it and I was like this because it comes up on Google. And I thought I was looking at the wrong game.
Far out.
Because it said Australia won by 8 wickets. I'm like, all right, well, that can't be it. Looked, and then I clicked the scorecard. And this is so nerdy that like numbers made me do this. But because I didn't know Travis Head opened.
Yeah.
When I saw T Head at the top of the order with 123 off 84 balls or whatever, I got legitimate goosebumps. I was
Mental.
like, what have I missed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed the craziest day.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucks.
I've
Just
watched-
by the pool with the missus. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Mate, that innings was just like, it was just like you were watching a guy that, it's like he could see the fucking ball before it came to him.
Well, it did get to a certain point, maybe after about 60, where it just became laughable.
Yeah. When they mic'd, I think it was from about 80, they had his mic open. And he was literally going, oh, fuck, when he was doing shots because they were so fucking ridiculous,
Yeah.
thinking that, okay, they're going to be caught. He'd be like, go over. And it would like go by dude's hand by like 10 centimeters. And he'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck. Oh, God. So, yeah, one of the great all-time, and just the entertainment at all. Like, I think people are hyping it up for sure. Well, I think with the, advantage of time, I think we're going to look back on it and go, that was actually like, and don't get me wrong, to take nothing away from the great Mitchell Starc and his, what was it?
The whole thing
10?
was nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
craziness. Okay, unpopular opinion. Bo Webster should be picked over Cam Green as it stands. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's tough because Cam Green's kind of the golden boy, and everyone like the coaches love him. I reckon honestly, if you went like blind test over the last year or so, it's so hard because I would pick Bo Webster's batting over Cam Green's, but Bo Webster does bowl kind of backwards swingers, and Cam Green proper gets them through it like 141.
Yep.
So, look, I don't think that I think that's an unpopular opinion. But
Could you argue this, that we're sweet for bowlers, we need good batters?
No, not with Cummins and Hazelwood not playing.
Okay.
No, I think when Hazelwood was ruled out, I think that secured Cam Green's spot.
Okay.
Because if nothing's doing, Cam Green, like, if the ball's not swinging, Bo Webster, it's in Australia, if it's flat, I'd rather throw the ball to Cam Green.
Fair enough. Could have been anything. Instagram. England are 2 good sessions away from winning any of the remaining tests. The win in Perth papers over a few issues in the Australian side that could be easily exposed. I don't think that's unpopular at all. I think most reasonable Australians go, look, yeah, we won, but what the fuck just happened?
Dude, that's a great opinion. These unpopular opinions are popular with me, but I honestly totally agree. I think we could be here on Sunday going, fuck, it's 1-1.
Yeah.
What even happened? I think definitely.
Because really, like, without Travis's Head hog saving the nation, we probably are losing.
Massively.
Like I people didn't like it when I said this, and granted, I understand Stark's 10 fucking wickets for 100 runs or
Well,
whatever.
it was all Stark and Head.
Yeah, and I did say it in the snippet. I said, yes, I understand Stark did that, but let's say you go, okay, Stark did that without Travis Head. There's no way we win the game. Like, there's no way. Like, he essentially, including Stark's what he did, essentially won the game off his own bat. Like,
Yeah. I
Craziness.
honestly, when we went out to bat, I was looking at 206 or whatever going, fuck.
no way.
This is going to be so hard.
Yeah. Okay. Ben K. Cruz or Cruz, Ben Cruz. We all wish Ben Stokes was Aussie.
Okay, now this is an unpopular opinion. This is a great one because I agree.
Okay.
I agree. And you could argue he's not even English anyway. He's sort of a South African, New Zealand sort of thing. He lives in England. But there is sort of it's kind of like...
Isn't Stokes Kiwi?
He's Kiwi, yeah.
Yeah.
But Ben Stokes, whatever badge he's playing for, whether the logo's been updated recently or not, he's such a cunt, that bloke. He's such a dog.
Look what he did in the first innings. He came in and fucking spanked us like little babies.
Yeah. Ben Stokes, whoever you are, you want him on your side.
So you think the shit chat around moral victories is a cultural phenomenon rather than genetically predisposition because he's in, Kiwi, you know what I mean? Not Australian.
I think there's part of Ben Stokes that when he's talking to journalists, he just thinks fuck off.
Okay.
And I kind of rate that.
Yeah, I kind of rate that. But so you don't mind the chat then? You're okay with the chat about moral victories and that? Is that an English phenomenon, do you think?
The moral victories, I think they're playing in a way that is kind of hard to justify.
Yeah.
And I think saying you had a moral victory is a great way to sort of what's the word I'm looking for?
Deflect?
Position or deflect. I think it's a great way to position why you played the way you played.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Justify.
Yeah. It's a great way to justify the fact that all your batsmen played some of the worst shots and essentially lost that game for no reason.
Yeah.
You had the game on toast, you lost it for no reason. You do it all the time. So I'd be making some shit up as well.
Adrian Hicks. As much as I hate to say it, Joe Root to score his first 100 on an Aussie soil in an Ashes series.
Oh, yeah. Look, again, this is another good one. We got popular to less popular.
Look, I feel like this is getting to Voldemort areas. Even if you think it, don't say it.
This is don't say it out loud
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
but I'm going to say it out loud.
Okay, say it out loud.
I would like to see Joe Root bat and bang a ton in Australia. I'd like to sit down and watch it for 2 hours.
Really?
And I'd like to enjoy watching Joe Root do that on my television.
Okay.
In a way that doesn't affect the game whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
See,
definitely,
I
it sucks, dude. Imagine if every year Sachin Tendulkar came out to Australia, he never did anything.
That's
You'd
good.
be like, what the fuck? I want to watch Sachin.
Yeah, so that's a cricket spirit kind of stuff. Like, you enjoy cricket.
It's a bit spirit of cricket.
Yeah,
Voldemort
whereas
type
I'm like,
shit.
that's good. As an Australian, I'm sitting there going, yeah, of course you didn't hit 100 here because we're fucking better than you.
Yeah. But you do just kind of want to see it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want
in
to
my
see it.
lifetime.
I don't want to see
I don't want to say it because I don't want anyone to say that
He
Joe
pinged us
Root is
around.
better than Steve Smith because Steve Smith scores runs all over the world.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to think of him fucking pinging our bowls around going, fuck you, I'm your daddy.
Yeah. What's an unpopular opinion?
That's what it is.
True.
Maddie's like, shut the fuck up.
For the record, I think he will. My prediction is he'll get it in Melbourne.
Nah, you boys are crazy. No chance. You know I know cricket. There's one thing I do know is cricket. No chance. Lee, I think it's Warringah. Apologies. Doggett out. What? Nessa in for Gabba. His home deck and adds a bit lower order depth to the tail with Cummins still out. I thought Doggett was good first one.
I thought Doggett was good, but I don't hate that at all
Okay.
because our batting is so fragile.
Okay.
So,
But couldn't you make that Sagar argument with Slug and Green?
Well, no, because Nisa will bat 8.
Okay.
So you'll Doggett, who can't bat at all. Nisa has got multiple Sheffield Shield hundreds.
Okay, fair
he can
enough,
proper bat.
Yeah, okay,
So
fair enough.
it just and he's as good as Doggett with the ball. So
Okay.
mate, that's quite popular, I think.
Okay. Todd Stevenson. All tests should be day-nighters.
Okay, I don't hate this at all.
Okay. Fuck.
Yeah.
Did you write these?
No, but I think me and a few of the boys on Reddit just feel the same. I don't know. But this sort of goes into our next thing with Joe Root. I don't know if you want to end the segment or whatever.
No, sir.
But Joe Root was saying that he hates the pink ball tests and that the Ashes don't need it. I love pink ball test matches because, I don't even work an office job, but starting at 3, more people get to see it. More people get to go to the ground, and more people get to watch on television.
Yeah, okay.
And also, I think it's more exciting. If I'm Joe Root, if Mitchell Starc was English, maybe I wouldn't want a pink ball test. Joe Root, it's like, mate, this is the most thinly veiled agenda of all time. You've never got 100 in Australia, and your next game in Australia is a pink ball match against Mitchell Starc. Of course, you don't want a pink ball.
The king of the
test.
pink ball.
Yeah, I think all the matches except maybe Sydney and Melbourne should be pink ball.
Oh, wow.
Just because more people can go, and I do think the cricket's more exciting.
Do you worry about the tradition of it?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't understand English people. They're always talking about saving cricket, but they play that abomination, the 100 over there, where it's just 100 balls. But then some shit they're heaps protective about.
I'll tell you what saves cricket: eyeballs.
Yes.
And that's
So
what
you're
the
a pink ball
does.
man.
I love pink ball cricket.
Okay.
I don't
Yes.
think every test should be. Absolutely
No,
not. But
not the Boxing Day test or
Yeah.
Sydney, but it's in school holidays. I'm thinking about Brisbane especially. If kids are still at school, pink ball test, of course.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, more people through the gate. Especially these English blokes, they just lost Cricket Australia $5 million with that sham of a first game. So how about
It's all their fault.
How about we pick the colour and Joe Root shuts up?
And just get your 100 and shut
Just
up.
get your 100, mate.
fucking go back to England.
I love the pink ball stuff. So exciting.
Paul Taylor, we need Red Dragon in the commentary booth for one session each test. I mean, fuck, that's not unpopular at all.
To be honest, if we're going to have fucking Tony Abbott or whoever the Prime Minister is at the time in Sydney, I think we could have Reg Reagan for a session.
Have you watched some of his old highlights?
Yes.
Holy fuck.
I know this isn't Packer Up Boys, but I'm actually getting a lot of old footy show stuff in my algorithm at the moment.
Oh, really?
And it is glorious.
Man, him in for a session each test would be
Maybe he could do an alternate commentary with the great cricketer boys.
Oh,
That would be red hot.
Bro, I'm about to go.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, that would be, imagine those boys bouncing off each other.
fuck.
Imagine him like early 2000s, loose as Red Dragon, some shit he would say.
I watch some of the old videos now and going, like, it was so normal at the time, like, most of the stuff just wouldn't fly.
Yeah, like even me, like, who's very much along the lines of like, as long the intention is what matters. Like in a joke for me, all that matters is the intention. Like, if the intent is purely just comedic and there's no like weird undertones of fucking weirdness, then I'm like, okay, it's a joke. But even us, I'm like, oh shit. There's no way that would fly today.
Mate, one thing we watch in my house, not Red Reagan, but we watch it like every few months, that's just such a banger, is when Mario Fennick gives the guy with one arm a cup of tea.
Oh, yeah. Jack Newton.
Oh, dude, you watch that every 2 months and just think, fuck, what a world to live in.
Mate.
That's the funniest shit
That's one of
I've
the
ever
greatest
seen.
videos of all time.
It's one of the greatest videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's saying something. There's some bangers
so
on it.
good.
Right, Red Reagan, just for what, and it was just once a year, just for that session, nothing else. Because I don't think he should like let the memory sit beautifully in my mind. Don't bring it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so glorious. It was so incredible, Red Dragon, that it's almost like, yeah, there's a part of me selfishly that would go, yeah, I want to see more of it. But I'm like, why ruin an almost perfect run?
100%.
You know, it was perfect. Start, middle, end. There was no, like, you know, yeah, you could look back on some things, but like, it was a product of his time. In the time, we all just laughed and thought it was just jokes.
I think what
And
made
it was just jokes.
What's so impressive as well, it's kind of like The Simpsons. When you're a kid, you watch The Simpsons, you enjoy, you love it. And then you grow up, you watch the same episode, and you're like, wow, I actually didn't get 80% of that stuff.
Yeah.
I loved Red Dragon as a kid, but I watch it now going, I didn't understand any of these jokes.
Yeah, these jokes were going over my head. It was just a funny dude
still
with
loved
funny
it.
mannerisms. Like, so, but if he was just like one time, oh, bro, imagine the ratings on that.
Oh,
Fuck. And he said, if I can say anything I want, obviously, you know, he would tone it down a little bit, but yeah, far. I don't mind that at all. It's not unpopular.
It's a great idea.
And just whilst we took a little break there, guys, more evidence that maybe we do want Ben Stokes to be Australian, because he has been quoted saying, "We are human. We need to enjoy countries when we get the opportunity, because we live in England, where it is miserable, freezing cold, and dark at 4 p.m. The England captain, Ben Stokes, has declared Australia the best country to tour." When you start complimenting the nation like that and ripping your own. I mean, I know he's a Kiwi. I get it. Like, let's be real here. But now, kind of, he's working on me here. He's working on me. The moral victory stuff. I go, you know what? That's just like England cricket. That's like ruined his brain. But that sounds like a man that understands Australia.
One thing about English people is, I think we love to hate them or whatever, but you got to keep in mind, it is miserable over there.
It sucks.
So you do have to write off a certain amount of their behaviour as to legitimate vitamin D deficiency.
Yeah.
So I think Ben Stokes, you know, he says a weird thing every now and then in the press conference, but I think this is a good example that if he was on your side, you'd be all about
Yeah, maybe I'm starting to understand that unpopular opinion, as well as like, I think the one thing concerning for me though is like England notoriously poor weather, not much to do, drink pints, watch football or soccer. Still not good at any sports though. That's what I'm not understanding.
Yeah, because it's like, what are you doing? What else are you doing?
Yeah. Like you can play sport. There's plenty of money for it. Like you have billions and billions of dollars invested into these systems to make you the greatest in the world at it, and you're still poor at it.
Yeah, and also not even saying you have to be the best, but
Just good.
just when you come out to Australia, let's have a bit more of a vibe like, yeah, anyone could win.
Yeah, a bit of anyone could win vibe kind of thing.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, bloody 10 years ago, Samoa was getting beaten freaking 60-0 in rugby league. Now all of a sudden, when they play Australia or a Tonga play them in a pack champs, and we're like, you know what, they actually could. They might do them here. Now, granted, Australia heavy favourites, but it was 60-0 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'd like to see some improvements. The West Tigers turned a profit this year. What have England been up to?
Yeah, if West Tigers can turn a profit while sacking half their board and also losing the guy they built the whole freaking club around in Galvin,
Yeah.
mid-contract after offering him like $10 billion a year, then what are England doing? Also, like with soccer, like, look, don't even have to win a World Cup final. Just make a World Cup final.
Just make a World Cup final.
I'll pay that.
Yeah, and also I do love the English though, how they're like, they'll get past like Algeria 1-0 at the start of the group stage. They're like, it's coming home. Like, I love that shit. I love the Poms, dude. They crack me up.
Look, the thing about the Poms that, you know, we hate to admit it. It's like Voldemort, as I spoke about earlier. We whisper it in dark corners.
Yep.
We're more alike than we think.
Yes. And at the end of the day, mate, as much as we hate the Poms and you see the Barmy Army with no sun safety and they're just carrying on like pork chops, if it was between some Pommy bloke or some Seppo American from Idaho and you had to have a beer with one, I'm taking the Pom.
Every day of the week.
Every day of the week and twice on a Sunday.
Honestly.
At least English people understand sarcasm.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, like, it probably goes, I go Australia, New Zealand, or just the Oceania, Samoa, Tonga. Like, we're so integrated now that it's relatively similar. Obviously, there are still differences. Then it probably goes England. Okay. All right. It's time for the Ashes play. Ashes players as NRL players. So Matty will read out 5 players from this upcoming Ashes test, and Denon will reveal who he thinks a like-for-like NRL player is. And obviously Billy as well. This was written before, you know, we knew the great Billy Darcy was coming on, so no disrespect.
No.
Every time I say the word Darcy, I want to say it in an Irish accent. I don't know why. You just look like off the set of maybe Braveheart.
Irish Australian.
Yeah.
Nuns came over, settled in Lismore, mate. I got half nuns, half alcoholics. So it's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
I'm up and down.
Is Darcy with an apostrophe French?
It is French.
Thought so.
It means of Arcy. Arcy's a place in France.
Yeah, okay.
But the Darcys are Irish. I don't know when we went from France to Ireland, but then they came from Ireland to Australia.
So not related to the Picts at all?
The what?
The Picts.
Who are the Picts?
Weren't they the Celts?
The Celts.
Yeah. No relation? The lineage doesn't go
Ashes
back.
players as rugby league players. All right. Who's keen for this one? Should be a fun segment.
Travis Head.
Okay, Travis Head. It's a tough one. So current player?
Oh, you know what?
I'll do current. Just I don't know why. I just think prime Radley. Now, granted, Radley's career isn't as big as Head's, but just that rogue, have a beer. Yep.
I see it. I think it's a nice fit.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Who are you thinking Travis Head? Because you're going to say someone's going to blow my mind here.
Oh, I was going to say Munster. Just because...
Oh, you know what? Okay, all right.
Just because Munster... maybe I don't know enough about rugby league to really pinpoint what makes him great, but it's kind of just how much fucking dog he has in him.
And also, in the big moments, he fucking stands up.
Give me the ball.
He could be quiet for 2 years.
Yep.
And that's the one knock on Head is the consistency.
Yes, but never in big games.
Never in big
World
games.
Cup final, World Test Championship final.
Yeah.
Ashes.
Origin.
And then also Munster. I know he's sober now.
I knew you were going to blow me out of the water on this one. It's Munster.
Yeah. Well, he's sober now, but, you know, Munster back in the day also, you know, I just love the pictures of Heady where he's just speed dealers and a beer, just
he gets it.
Tongue going out
A lot
everywhere.
of rugby league about him.
Yeah, a lot of rugby league about him.
about him.
I can see that.
Okay. Mitchell Stark.
This is a tough one, yeah.
Because, I mean, those shoulders, those forearms that saved the nation and held us firm and true like a baby.
I want to say maybe, I want to say someone who's just, because Mitchell Stark, you know, his brother is like an Olympic like javelin thrower or high jumper, sorry. Just an athlete from the gods. I was going to say maybe Jason Saab.
Okay, an athlete from the gods.
Yeah, just someone where you just go, because I look at Saab and I just think if it wasn't rugby league, it would have been something
else. Because it would have been.
And that's how I feel about Starkey. He would have been like a 100-meter freestyle champion or something.
Okay, I'm trying to think, like, because he's consistent, he's durable.
Yeah,
he's
never misses a test.
Yeah, never misses a test. He's a freak athlete. He's got a bit of fucking mongrel in him too. I'm trying to think. I don't know why, but I just think Mitchell Moses. Maybe it's the Mitchell. Like I know they're different, but that mongrel that Moses has in him that suits. Like Moses is not necessarily our best 7, but he gets the fucking job done when he gets the opportunity. Now, granted, Stark is still one of the greats, you'd say?
One of the greats for sure.
But he's below Hazelwood and Cummings in regards to rankings?
I mean, yeah, it's all they're all so great. That's
you know what? You do the same thing about Cleary and Moses when it comes to Origin.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
But then again, like physically, it doesn't really link up that
Starkey's
well.
probably a bit more softly spoken. I think if Usman Khawaja dropped that catch off Mitchell Moses bowling, I think Mitch Moses puts a fucking stump through his chest, to be honest.
That's a very good point. You make a great point there, sir.
Yes. Mate, I tell you what, I would not want to play cricket with Mitchell Moses. You drop a catch off his bowling, get your car keys and run to your car.
Imagine
and deregister.
So he can't find the registration on the lookup.
Yeah.
Imagine playing with Joey.
Oh my Lord.
Because like you're dealing with a guy, like don't get me wrong, Mitchell Moses is a good 7 that's had good Origin performances, but yet to win a premiership. With Joey, you're dealing with like fucking hog of the century stuff.
Yeah, my mate was surfing with Joey at Bronte recently, and he said he was intimidating out there.
Fuck.
You know?
What a man, Joey.
Just
Fuck,
the aura.
what a man. Yeah, aura for days. I'm just trying to think with Mitchell Starc, who else is like a freak athlete that would fit that, but also is like in the top tier. Could you say, I mean, no, he's not a freak athlete. I was going to say Isaiah, yeah. Paddy Carrigan?
Paddy Carrigan, yeah.
Delivers in big games.
Yeah.
Like, what do you reckon, Matty?
Oh, this is cheating, but I reckon he's like Greg Inglis.
But the thing with Greg Inglis is like he would genetically and just naturally as a footy player, and his footy IQ was like goated status. But he did have years where he was like this. Whereas Starc is quite durable, and I mean Inglis was quite durable.
Inglis is durable because like my initial thought is Latrell, but Latrell's been injured a lot. Like if we're not talking about durability, but that's Stark's big strength, his durability. It's probably not Inglis because
he is the cream. Like Inglis is the cream of the crop, and not to say Starc isn't, but like Inglis goes down as the goat essentially of his position. Whereas argument around Starc, it's a tough one. But Inglis is probably better than my one. My one's probably pretty shit.
Yeah. I can't remember what I said, but I think it was pretty good.
It was.
Steve Smith.
For this one, I had Cleary, just because I can both see them like, you know, everyone else is out at dinner and they're both visualizing how they're going to order breakfast in the morning or whatever. You know, just so dedicated to the game.
Kronk, like, I reckon Kronk.
Yeah,
Kronk was going to be mine.
Kronk's a good one as well, but just someone who's just living it up here. Few roos loose in the top paddock and they're all playing cricket type stuff.
Of course.
Like Smithy be up there just in his hotel room, just talking to the wall, leaving balls, you know, feeling his hands. Cleary's up there. He's kicking for touch in his bathroom. You know what I mean?
Saying that, like, Cleary's got a bit of swagger about him though. Like, you know, he's out there. He's with Mary Fowler. Like they're the glamour couple. I just reckon.
So you think Cleary's too cool?
I think he's got a bit of pizzazz about him. Whereas Smith is like so lost in the game.
He's lost in a few things. I think of Smithy.
Whereas like Kronk lost in the game. Like he's not.
Kronk is lost in the game.
Like he is the game.
Yes.
You know, when you fucking get deep into the mainframe and you get past the matrix, he's the old guy standing there with the white hair. Speaking in long, we don't know what he's saying. But he's winning the Prem.
Smith came in the team as a leg spinner. He's now a batsman. Kronk came into the NRL not as a halfback.
There you go. You know what? Starc, could he be Billy Slater?
I don't know if he's as kind of grubby as Slater was on the field.
There you fucking New South Wales.
I nearly said Slater, but he was just too injured that 3-year period.
Late in his career.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stark's a tough one.
Yeah. Unique.
Let's move on from Starc because I feel like we're going to be at each other's throats.
True. Very true.
All right. This is the big one. Ben Stokes.
Oh, this is a good one.
Now I'm going to start from a New South Wales perspective. This is undoubtedly Cameron Munster because he's on the other team, Queensland. I love him, but I'm not allowed to love him, but I do love him, and he tears us apart.
Sammy Burgess. Big fucking Sammy.
Yeah. I was going to say maybe one of these guys who's like always delivers at Origin level no matter what.
See, I'm thinking Sammy because when he needs to be a cunt, he can be an absolute cunt.
Yeah.
Which is what you want on your team.
And the biggest of games.
And he hates Australia. Like he ride till he die for England.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And he's also one of the greatest in his position.
Yep. I was going to say someone like maybe Dane Gagai, who you just go, if you just give him the jersey, this guy's going to deliver.
He's going to make it work.
He's going to make it work no matter what. That's kind of Ben Stokes. Like he comes into situations where I heard someone say this where he's not the best player, but he's not like the best all-rounder, but he has the best moments.
Yeah, okay.
Like Ben Stokes in like big moments, you just want him there.
Yeah,
you know, because he's just loving it.
I mean, that'd be Stephen Crichton, really.
Yeah, definitely. Against the Raiders
Could
this
Critter
year.
be Starc?
Oh, I mean, everyone's Starc. Am I Mitchell Starc?
Could Critter be
I
Starc?
like Critter as Starc.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like Critter as Starc.
Freak of an athlete.
Yep.
Would have played a bunch of different sports. Soft-ish spoken, but a leader in the dressing room.
Oh, yeah.
Big moments, like Starc, big moment
It's
guy.
Critter.
Critter?
It's Critter.
Okay. Sorry,
I like that.
sorry. Look, I needed to get that. I needed to get some kind of validation from one of you before we moved on from Starc.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, it's Critter. Well done, Kempy. I'm all out of high fives right now, man. I'll get you later.
Benny Stokes. I'm going to go Burgess, but what are you settling on?
No, I like the Burgess one just for absolute dog behaviour. I like it.
I'm going Munster, but I like that you picked a Pommy.
Okay. Nathan Lyon.
Nathan Lyon, I want to say Cameron Smith for how wily he is in his old age. Still getting it done, you know. You think, oh, Nathan Lyon's getting up there, but you go, well, he's still playing a role, still doing his job.
Nathan Lyon.
And just as far as being good at exactly what you do.
And also, like, he is quite crafty.
He's so crafty.
And Cam Smith, the goat of craftiness.
Oh, my Lord. Arts and crafts, baby.
He's got A's in arts and craft when he was coming through. What do you got there, matey?
Trying to think. I think I want to say Lockyer, but it's just because they're both bald.
Lockyer was like a super athlete. He
No,
doesn't
I
get
know.
like that,
It's not the same.
What about maintaining performance as the hairline declines? Is that what you're talking about? Not letting it affect you?
Lyon's an interesting one because he's such a unique character. Like, yeah, because I was going to say a bit of Joey in him because he is so crafty with the ball.
What about
And he loves a beer.
what about Darius?
Nah, I think... Nah, I can't see Darbs. Darbs would be more probably closer to Stark, really, in my
back on
opinion.
Stark.
Oh, God. Not Stark again.
Because Darbs was a good athlete. We can go back. Want to go back to Stark again? Or what?
No, I never want to talk about
Nathan
Mitchell Stark
Lyon.
again.
I'm trying to think of like a really crafty 7. I don't know why I think of him as a 7, but like a really crafty 7 that...
What about like a Brett Comorley?
Like an Alfie? Is he rogue enough to be Alfie?
Probably Warney's more like Alfie, I would say.
See, I think Warney and Joey are just like...
Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's the answer. Warney and Joey.
Yeah. Probably stuff you can't even relate to. Like, they'd only be able to talk to each other.
Literally.
Like,
Literally.
why is it so hard for everyone else?
Nathan Lyon.
I've got one.
Isaiah
Isaiah, yeah. Hindmarsh?
How much? But he's too crafty for them.
No
'cause
nonsense. He's a country boy. Throw that in there. Isaiah Yo's from the country, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's from Mudgee, I think.
Yeah, I think... no, he's from
Orange.
Isaiah Yo, he's from
from,
Dubbo.
Dubbo, I think. I think
Dubbo.
Dubbo.
It's all Central West.
Josh
all
Jackson,
good.
Josh Jackson's from Mudgee. Random
Yeah,
fact.
yeah, Nathan Lyon one. That's a tough one. Oh. I'll say I don't mind the Cam Smith shout.
I had one
Luke
more
Lewis?
that I wanted to float past the group. Who'd you say? Sorry, Matty.
Luke Lewis? No, I'm not sold on that. I'm just throwing out names.
I had one I wanted to say. Cameron Green is the Lockie Galvin of the Ashes. Two blokes who've been shoved down our throat relentlessly. And, both of them are apparently the greatest player of all time. So I think it's similar hype machines, you know?
Okay.
Is that something they talk about in rugby league where, like, don't hype people up too much? Sometimes I think they hype people up too much and it turns the fans.
But like the thing is that yeah, it does turn the fans, and we talk about it in the sense of like the players aren't doing this. This is the media doing this. Like, but the players are the one that cop the brunt. Like, the players aren't going write all these articles about me.
Yeah.
The journos just go, I've got this great story that gets a lot of traction. Let's keep hammering it.
Yeah, because then everyone's commenting, you said Cam Green's better than Bradman? What the bloody hell?
Yeah, Cam Green thinks he's better than Bradman. That's what it turns into.
Yeah,
it's like Cam Green didn't fucking say anything. He's just
Meanwhile,
existing.
Cam Green's at home having a sandwich.
Yeah, he's like, what the
no
fuck?
idea any of it's happened.
And look, Lockie Galvin's a little bit different with how the contract situation kind of played out.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, as far as I don't want to go too far into it and suggest Cam
one-to-one.
Green would ever walk out on a contract, a la Lockie Galvin. But yeah, just I just thought I'd say something to get us off start.
I love when Cam Green, he got like one of the biggest IPL deals in history. It was like $4 million or something, and he was like 22. And they're like, "What are you going to spend the money on?" And he said, "An iPad."
That's sick. That's new money right there.
I was thinking,
iPads.
What about Adam Reynolds for Nathan Lyon?
Oh, I like that. Very crafty, old, getting it done.
Is Lyon underrated though? Because he's the GOAT.
I think Lyon.
He's one of the GOATs, isn't he?
He's
Like,
our
I mean, his
goat
nickname is
off
the goat.
spinner. Yeah.
He's probably not overrated.
He got that
really.
nickname because he became the most wickets as an Aussie off spinner.
No, sorry, like underrated. Whereas Reynolds, I feel, is a bit underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, because Lyon's
No.
not underrated.
Yeah,
I think
probably
Lyon
is.
is rated.
Yeah.
He's probably the first man picked, really. He's the man.
You know what? I was going through a lot of those comments about the hot takes, or whatever it was. Buddy, a lot of them want Lyon dropped.
I saw that.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I had a look at those yesterday as well. The thing with Nathan Lyon is like, he's not going to take 1 million wickets every game. Firstly, he's not going to take a lot of wickets in a game that goes for 2 days. And like he's pretty much there to bowl on day 4 and day 5. So he needs the pitch to suit. He needs the game to go that long, and he kind of needs us to bat first. Like it's not like one of these things where it's like he needs to get 10 every game. He needs to get them when he needs to get them.
Yeah.
And that first test, like he could have gone and bought an ice cream. He didn't even need to be there.
There's also, this might be a bit silly, but like change the rhythm up a little bit. Like if you don't have a spinner and you've just got fast bowlers, is there a certain rhythm that people kind of adjust to? And
no, definitely. It's definitely always good to have a spinner.
Because like I can only imagine as a batter, if I'm facing fast balls all the time, my mind's in a certain kind of flow, and then a spinner comes up and it's just completely, that intensity, it's a different type of intensity, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100% it is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Look, we're stuck on Nathan Lyon. Let us know in the comment section. I'm unsure what suits him the best. But Stark, I think we nailed.
I think at the end of the day, it's very clear who Stark is, and the rest, not so much.
Oh, okay. Finalises to predictions, boys. Off the back of the first test, how do you think the second one will go?
Well, it's funny, isn't it, Kempy? Because the first test, everyone was saying England have to win the first test.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck me. They really have to win this one. Like, it's way more important they win this one. But I think we said it earlier in the pod that England could easily win this game. Mm-hmm. This idea that Australia, we're going to run over them from here. Travis Head massively got us out of jail in the first test. And also, pink ball test. Pink ball, depends on the conditions. If you bat at the right or wrong time, there's a bit of luck involved. I think I would expect Australia to win, but I think our batting is so fragile, and it's a pink ball test, that, we could be sitting here on Saturday going, holy fuck, it's 1-1.
Yeah, okay.
What just happened? I think England should actually keep playing the way they're playing, because do they beat Australia over 5 days? Probably not. If it's another 2.5 day shootout where anyone could win, and it's sort of where have these chips fallen, I think that almost gives them a better chance.
Which is crazy when you think about it, like Head just nicks a ball and it gets caught in the first couple of bowls.
Yeah.
Everything's different.
Yeah, they could easily be up 1-0. So even though, when Stokes says it's a moral victory, don't call us arrogant, this sort of stuff, you think, what a clown show. I kind of understand why he has to be like, no, we're doing our thing. Fuck off. Honestly, if the England batsmen stop trying to play aggressive cover drives on the up from ball 1, it's like, mate, if you could just smash Mitchell Stark through the covers with a brand new ball, don't you think everyone would do it? Like, Zach Crawley's taking centre like, oh my God, there's no fielder at cover. These guys are fucking idiots. And then 2 seconds later, he's walking off the field. It's like, and the 3 wickets they lost in the second innings where they lost the game in about 10 minutes for no reason, 3 massive cover drives.
So just for the layman listening, when you say there's no fielders in the cover, let's fucking go for it. That's been set up intentionally because we know you're going to go for it. We're going to fucking...
There's a reason there's 4 slips behind you, mate. And it's not for the one you middle.
Yeah.
So I think if they could... Baz
So
balls...
it's just sorry for the layman. Australia have set the field up, hoping you try to go for that shot.
Yeah.
And so you fucking do go for that shot, you idiot.
Yeah, basically, you got a brand new ball swinging around, and it's quite bouncy in Australia. So it's hard to just throw your hands at a ball early on. So basically, you put no fielder at cover, leave that gap open.
Because most people wouldn't be stupid enough to take that risk?
Most people would not be stupid enough, Kempy.
Yes.
And you leave that open.
Unless you play for England, obviously.
We got 4 slips back here. If you are dumb enough in Perth and the Gabba to think you can hit a cover drive on the up on the 5th ball of the day against Mitchell Stark, if you melt that for 4, congratulations. You're a freak.
So it's
you
almost
deserve
like
those 4 runs.
It's almost like a winger jamming in, basically saying, listen, if you can get the ball over my head and make that fucking big play, good on you, bro.
Yes.
But we're going to make it hard for you.
And also, let's say you smash the first one for 4, sick.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Because you need like 400 runs. You don't need 4.
Yeah.
So England, keep playing the same way. Just stop playing massive cover drives.
Okay.
And they could easily win.
Yeah. Fucking hell, that's great. Look, I think I'm like watching of what I've watched so far. I'm of the mind of that unpopular opinion. Like I think that because we won by 8 wickets, there's this sense of we are just fucking big dogs and they suck.
Yes.
And like it's actually we also suck. Not actually we're really good and they're just a little bit worse. Like no, we're both pretty shit right now. and it took fucking Mitchell Stark's huge hog to become co-king of England of 10 wickets. We needed one guy to get 10 fucking wickets, and we still nearly lost the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, a dude took 10 wickets and we still nearly lost the game.
And we needed a guy to play an innings where, like, you'll be telling your grandkids about it one day. So that's not going to happen every time.
We just sucked. We sucked, but we happened to have Travis Head do something fucking crazy.
Yeah, we had Travis Head and they didn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that unpopular opinion, I reckon we got away with one in the first test.
Yeah, okay.
And then we just spent probably the 3 days after where the test match should have still been going, we were all just, hands in the pants, foaming, having a good time, just going, how good's this?
Yeah, okay.
But the reality is, mate, pink ball in Brisbane, we got away with one in the first test. It's game on in the second. Anything could happen.
And I think also, like, England's preparation is so dog shit. You can only assume that they were less prepared than we were, so they've got more improvement to make in this series than we do.
Yeah, I agree with that. I reckon they'll be better for it as well
Yeah.
because their preparation was terrible.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Matty?
Pink ball specialists. We've only lost one ever, I'm pretty sure. So we go up 2-0.
And that's the thing. We have Mitchell Stark and they don't.
Yeah.
With a pink ball.
Jofra Archer frightens me a little bit. Just
Definitely.
Because that first innings, they had us under the pump with their bowling.
Oh, yeah,
They
that's
just
crazy.
fatigued.
100%. Yeah, look, pink ball, we've only ever lost one, which was to the West Indies, and Mitchell Stark is an absolute wizard. I will say one thing I'd like to say is either way, the Pat Cummins return narrative is going to be toey as hell. Because either it's going to be 1-1 and we call back Captain Pat to save us.
Paddy Blue Eyes.
Here comes Paddy Blue Eyes, the hottest man on the planet.
Yep, fucking oath.
Like, oh, that's going to be awesome. Or we're going to be up 2-0 and now Pat Cummins is here to just put his foot on your fucking throat.
I'm glad you said that. Code Sports are saying that Cummins is actually a chance to play tomorrow.
Oh my God.
And this is today, so this news may have dropped by now, but yeah, they're giving him until an hour before.
Look, when I watched that
Wow.
first
Crazy.
innings,
That's toey.
when I watched that first innings and saw what Stark did to them and was their dad, knowing that we didn't have Hazelwood and Cummins ready to fucking spank him a new one, it's almost unfair. Like, if we have them, like, I know Hazelwood's probably gone for good, but if we have Boland ripping like he did in the second innings or half the second innings, and we've got Stark and Paddy Blue Eyes comes in, we will fucking dominate.
No, I totally agree, Kempy. Totally agree.
So that's why I get cricket, number one cricket podcast in the country.
Your cricket podcast has a rugby league problem,
Yeah,
hey, mate?
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't know what I'm going to do when the footy season starts. Don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, that's us done and dusted. Gamble responsibly. New special coming out at what date? Do you know?
December 11.
December
on my
11.
YouTube channel.
December 11
Billy
on the
Darcy.
YouTube. Billy Darcy. Give it a follow. Follow on Instagram. Also have your own podcast.
Yeah, it's called Get Around Me.
Get around him. Get around him. I think that's cricket chat.
That's just a normal comedy podcast.
Yep.
And then I do some sport at the end.
Okay,
Bit of
so-
cricket, bit of UFC, bit of footy.
Okay.
But it's more just you don't have to be into sport to like it.
Okay, there you go. You just got to like comedy, and who doesn't like comedy?
Yeah. If
So-
you like to laugh,
Reportedly.
you'll love the pod.
Okay. Thanks so much for coming on, bro. I appreciate it. Give him a follow. Billy, can you just say it once in an Irish accent, or is that too much?
I can't even really do an Irish accent.
Billy
mate.
Darcy.
Billy Darcy.
Yeah, Billy Darcy.
Billy Darcy.
Billy Darcy. We'll go fuck ourselves.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.